God damn, Gary. Some serious gourmet shit. What flavor is this?
That's right, it's the all-hell medium roast private blend.
Check out the Geek Grind Coffee Nerdrotic page for our other options like the Decadent,
Feathers of Liberty,
vanilla-infused flavored coffee.
or if you're looking for something darker, try the dark roast FNT blend of the Fellowship. You know what? Just buy all three. GeekGrindCoffee.com. Use discount code Nerdrotic. Huzzah!
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Welcome, friends, to the real BBC. Bagging, boarding, and chatting. And oh, crap, I didn't get my bags and boards ready, but I will. But first, I want to hear... You did?
I've got some... Bad news is I've not got enough bags, but I've got enough comics to certainly put into them.
Oh, I do, too, because I went to a Comic-Con where I did a panel.
I picked up some stuff that's different. We'll
go over it. What did hang on. I need to fix that a little bit. I'll put the woman where she belongs.
In the corner.
In the
right
corner.
side.
On the right side.
Right side of history.
Yes. Welcome, friends. It has been quite a week, quite a month, lots of traveling. I hit the road again tomorrow. Jesus Christ. But I did see The Flash last night, and we'll talk about it a little later.
I hit the cinema tomorrow to see the
spoiler free. It'll be spoiler free.
He's the fast one.
He is.
He's the criminal.
No, they are.
Oh. Are we calling a man they?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. How you doing, Az?
Doing good. I'll just show these off before I stick them in the bag. Because it's nice to have a bit of comic talk on the comic show. Well, it's the title of the show, but it's a pop culture show.
Yeah.
So Kelly Jones,
yeah,
friend of the channel, Kelly Jones has actually been doing some covers for Detective Comics. So I've been picking these up. I'm going to bag these, put them in my special bags. So these are great covers by Kelly. Wunderbar. And there's another one coming at the end of this month. I'm also going to be bagging up some Mark Millar, as he did, of course, Nemesis Reloaded.
Nemesis is a great book.
Nemesis Reloaded, as well as...
I haven't read Reloaded yet. I need to read Reloaded.
And I just got the final part, so I'm gonna burn through that. The ambassadors, I've already kind of spoken, but I'll just do it anyway, very briefly. But also some more Mark Millar, the ambassadors.
Yep.
Which is just finished. So now that part 6 has just come in, again, I can smash through this now. And I'm very excited. And I heard that I was speaking to somebody and they recommended a comic. So I picked it up. And this is Blake Northcott's North Valley Grimoire.
Oh, I'll check that out.
And
cool.
Because, yeah, I mean, I actually ended up picking up 3 covers because...
Because nothing can come with one cover anymore.
No.
Looking at you, Eric July. No, I'm just kidding.
But they're also like £2, £3. So, you know, it's nice to have a comic that's a little bit cheaper nowadays instead of $5. That's the base comic. But there was also a Sean Gordon Murphy variant.
Oh, wow. That looks good.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Sean Gordon Murphy variant, which is freaking awesome. But
Sean,
I'll tell you about it in a second because I actually read the first issue.
Sean love bombing Gordon Murphy.
I'm love bombing Sean Gordon Murphy. Sorry, Sean. Get your lawyers on to me, like you did Mags to shut her the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then they did a cover which was fucking GoldenEye 64, so I couldn't resist that.
All right.
I know, a little bit naughty. But because it was recommended, I hadn't really gone through anything from Blake Northcott before. It was really, really good.
Right on.
It's basically James Bond with magic. He can wield like magic abilities, and he's like an agent. There's magic agency, and they're trying to get these like magic weapons of mass destruction, which are now out in the world. And the schoolgirl that you see on the cover, or college girl, whatever, I don't know, what it is, but she's actually infected by the magic, and she's like one of the localized sources of it. So yeah, I read through the first issue and I just smashed through it. It was actually really, really good.
Cool.
Dude, did you see what I saw on it?
I can't see it.
That says What Not Publishing.
Oh yeah. We have to.
We got to talk to What Not. Dude.
We do. You know what? When I get back, hopefully they'll be at Comic-Con and I'll chat with them. If not, then we'll find a way to chat with them.
Pick it up, folks.
Yeah, it's good.
Nemesis Reloaded. Pick it up, folks. Kelly Jones covers. Pick them up, folks.
Mark MauLer
and
X-Ray Girl.
North Valley Grimoire. Recommend. It was really good.
Possibility?
We haven't.
Possibility for Mark Millar?
Yeah, there is a possibility.
Possibility.
We're
trying.
Maybe.
We're trying. My books are going to be really old when I show them in a little bit. So, really, really old.
And then I don't have enough bags for this.
Oh, well.
But I do have all of this to bag up, but I have all of the Batman War games.
Oh, yeah.
All of the tie-ins, the whole job lot, and that's only half of them. The other half's here.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, I got all of the Batman War games to bag up as well.
The one good, I'll be able to, like, when I do driving shifts with the wife on the way out, I'm actually going to read a lot of comics. I'm looking forward to it. Just chilling and reading comics.
Well, it was nice to just sit down because I only going to scroll through the first couple of pages. So when it came in, I just sat on the sofa and opened it, just started scrolling through the first couple of pages. That's it. Before I know it, done, finished.
That's good.
Fucking hell. That's a good read if you just smash through that.
Right on. Yeah. Cool. Well, so we've got a lot to show off while we're bagging and boarding, while we're talking about the destruction of Disney. The MCU has been delayed. I think I recall somebody on a stream saying there's no way that Marvel can go ahead, and this is directly from somebody who directed something for Marvel, said there's no way they can go ahead through this writer's strike because of their process. So we'll get into their process. But first, MauLer, how are you, my friend?
I got different. I'm on the movie sides of things. Okay, I'm gonna bring us over there for a bit, but I've
Please
been
do.
spending my days non-stop editing away as per usual, but been having fun doing like almost a movie a day. Been on a little adventure, and you know what? It all starts with a movie that I'm gonna guess X-Ray Girl has no idea what it is. As I'm gonna say 50-50. Gary, you must know what it is, just because of the thing in it. Have you guys ever heard of a movie called Dark Skies?
Yes.
What do you mean 50-50?
Well, I don't know.
Of course I've heard of Dark.
I never heard of it before I watched it.
Yeah, heard it, watched it. Good film.
I didn't think it was that good, but
Aw, I enjoyed it.
There was potential. I'd like to see a better version of it, I guess. There was a couple little choices they made in it that I thought were pretty cool. But what did you think of it, Gary?
That was all right.
All right. I thought the grays in it looked silly.
Yeah.
Like,
That's.
You remind me a bit of what was it called? Something Bureau, Adjustment Bureau, or something.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminded me a bit like that.
It's you know what, 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014 was a weird time for movies because there was a lot of stuff that looked really fucking good, and I thought this was going to be one of them, along with Valerian, along with, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Pacific Rim. Oh my god, it took me a second. Like all those trailers look fucking rad. I'm like, these are gonna be awesome, and they all just kind of.
People saying TV show. I haven't seen any TV show. It was a movie with Carrie Russell.
Yes.
And J.K. Simmons.
Blumhouse.
Yes, and J.K. Simmons was probably my favorite part of it. I really thought he sold the sort of
dude. He's
veteran
great.
alien hunter person.
Absolutely underrated. Brilliant actor.
So then I was like, the following day, by the way, these were with Fringy and Rags because we like to watch movies every once in a while. Weird, I know, but we do. It was a movie I know that Az and well, Gary, you both should have seen and both should consider great. If you don't, it's okay. But The Descent, I rewatched.
Oh yeah, very good.
I like The Descent.
I've always thought it was good. I hadn't seen it in a while. Rewatched it. Whoa, I think it's pretty fucking good. And it's neat that Drinker got to talk to the director, right? Because he's the same guy who made Dog Soldiers.
I haven't seen Dog Soldiers.
And it's funny. We liked it so much. We were like, and Rags was like, "Oh, there's a sequel," and then I was like, "Not written or directed by the same guy. Nope. Like not going near that.
Nope."
Yeah.
I thought when the way that it ended, I didn't want to watch a sequel.
No, that's it. The story's over. However, if you watched it in America, they get a different ending. Do you know about that?
No.
Oh, you don't? You get a very different ending. American audiences were not shown the actual ending because they're pussies. That's basically how.
Well, yeah, because
made a new ending for them.
Still a misnomer.
Right.
Well, okay. So this goes way back in the day. Foreign films. There used to be kind of a stereotype of foreign films, which is this is back in the day, probably before MauLer was born. It was we fell in love and then we died. That was a foreign film, and Americans needed happy endings for everything, and that was a stereotype back then. We don't need that anymore. I think that's bullshit. But,
they made you one for The Descent.
Okay,
and it was
I make
as
that
they
art.
Just cut off the reveal.
I make that art.
They made it look like she did escape. That was how
yeah.
they did it.
No, she didn't.
You made it out.
Yeah, everything's
And
fine.
The sequel is based on the idea that she did. And I was like, they took the fucking American ending and made a sequel. Jesus.
Well, I mean, Blade Runner. There's a happy ending for Blade Runner.
No.
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 I love the theatrical cut right up to that moment. But it does have the awesome, I guess I've been calling him Vangelis for years, but it's Vangelis.
Vangelis.
It's Vangelis. That's what I've been calling him since I was 10. Okay.
Riots of Fire, buddy.
Van Gogh.
Dude, Chariots of Fiver. Chariots of Fiver.
Chariots of Fiber.
Oh, Fiver.
What?
That's the new protein drink from Nerdrotic.
Yes.
Chariots of
Keep your bowels moving.
Yeah.
Chariots of Fire is this is a dog shit movie. It's a bunch of English slow white guys running in slow motion to a brilliant soundtrack.
Slow white guys.
fucking
It
dog
wasn't
shit.
the 4
And
minute
it should
mile, it was the 10-minute. It was the 4-minute 100-meter dash worth.
beat Raiders of the Lost Ark for Best Picture. Give me a fucking break.
That's why you
Fuck
hate it.
off.
Yeah, that's why he hates it.
I hate it. I fucking
That
hate it.
cover, dude. That is a cover.
You can't see with the glare. There you go. That's man spreading right there.
Oh yeah,
go.
That's king
Wow.
spreading, mate. He's sitting on a
King
throne of
spreading.
corpses. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. That's a cool comic, and hopefully we can get Mark Millar on. If he doesn't want to come on, I actually understand.
Right, this is a great comic. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. If Mark Millar doesn't come on, it's shit. I'm only joking.
No, he's retweeting like Chris Gore, and he talked to Drinker already. I think he's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to say the adventure continued. It's nearly over, but you'll be interested in the next one.
What's that?
Sometimes I check out films that are considered classics that I still haven't managed to see. You might be disappointed in the fact that I hadn't seen this one, but I've seen it now. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, well, which one?
Which one? Which version?
Which
the
one?
black and white or the Donald Sutherland?
Sutherland one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Both great.
They're both great.
I liked it. Yeah. I think that it was pretty solid. There's a couple of things I wanted them to do that they didn't, but I think like as a Body Snatchers movie, it makes a lot of sense. That's a great template, and I'd see like it would be nice to see what else happened. Then I decided to watch the 2007 version.
Oh.
With Daniel Craig and Nicole Kidman, and it is bad.
I forgot it came out.
Oh man, and watching it right after the Sutherland version, you can see like I don't know what the director and people were thinking, but they were like, we're gonna take some things from that one. I forget the actress's name, but she played Lambert in Alien. She's the like lone survivor in the first film.
Yes.
She turns up in the 2007 one. And I was like, oh, that's neat. They brought her back. But that's about it.
Yeah.
for compliments.
MauLer, how much of the original Twilight Zone have you seen?
0.
Oh, okay. You need to watch it. And you're going to think old, black and white, 60s. Stop.
Stop.
It is the best writing in television history.
It's like a hotbed for ideas, right? Like that's
yes,
like
and they had proper
concept.
writers who had lived life, who were novelists. Richard Matheson. Watch the original Twilight Zone. You will not be sorry. As a fan of storytelling, characterization, consistency in plot, and mind-blowing shit, not every episode's a 10 out of 10, but a lot of them are. Greatest series ever.
But
Twilight Zone. Rod Serling.
That's pretty much caught up to my adventure. The next one I'm going to check out with them is The Faculty.
That's fun.
I haven't
It's
seen that one.
silly.
I've seen it, but all I remember is it's the cast is like star-studded. It's insane. A lot of them, I guess, before they got more popular, but I remember it being a fun movie, and it's kind of like in the body snatcher sort of genre, so to speak.
It is. I mean, it's stupid 90s movie, but I liked it. Is it 90s? Early 2000s?
Yeah, 99.
2099, something like that. A long time ago. Slept
I
since
remember
then.
liking it. Robert Patrick is a mean gym teacher in it, and that's all you need.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Excellent. I love that you're going on this little movie journey. I have been rewatching Clarkson Farm without you guys, but I'll watch it again because I love it. I got my wife into it. She's totally into it now. At the this is how I know I'm an old man. So we had a big meetup. By the way, thank you guys for the meetup. It was freaking awesome. One of these days we'll get these two guys out in a couple years or so. But it's tons of fun to meet you all. And then we did Friday Night Tights, and then we hung out at my Airbnb. That was the next day. The next day we went to the Sheridan and hung out a little bit. And I'm like, Chris Gore can party like it's 1999 all the time. And I'm going to bed. And I knew I was an old man when I left all the kids behind having fun, and I went back to the Airbnb and turned on a grand tour that I'd seen 5 times and was completely happy. I was like,
Dude,
fucking Al.
3 days. 3 days.
Yes, we are 3 days away from a new grand tour episode.
Are we gonna watch that together?
Yes, it'll be like late at night for me. So even though I'm on the road, I will join you. And we will watch it together. Okay.
That's so sweet.
Hey, speaking of good writing, as you mentioned the Twilight Zone, we can't pass up. Because somebody tweeted out this morning, I think I retweeted it this morning, but they they tweeted out the scene from Star Trek where Abraham Lincoln meets Uhura.
Yeah.
And
Again.
he says, what a charming negress. And then he says, oh, sorry, I think in my time, that's a term that was used to determine property. And she just turns to him and she says, oh, don't worry about it. In our time, we've learned not to fear words.
Yeah.
And it's just
wait.
Oh,
What?
I wish I was living in
We'll
that
get
time.
there as
What
we'll get there.
decade? What decade did that come out?
The 60s.
The 60s.
The
But
ancient
hey,
times.
we got
The ancient.
Strange New Worlds came out, and it's dog shit.
Yes.
It's utter dog
Absolutely.
shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through. I
Gave
was
up
like,
after 2.
maybe I'm gonna review this. Dude, I was out after fucking 15 minutes of the first episode. I'm like, fuck this shit. It's not even worth my time. It's back to Kurtzman Trek like we thought. It's utter dog shit. It's terrible. There's my review.
How
of
would you have a
Strange New
descendant
Worlds.
of Khan as a crew member?
How would you completely forget that later on? It's like Spock didn't mention once. It's like, you know what? You know what's weird? Well, Kirk would have mentioned it now because he's in there too. It's like, we totally worked with a descendant of Khan. What a small universe we live in.
How much of that show is there? That's a show, right?
It's a show, and there's a
It's a
season, a season and they dropped 3 episodes, I think.
Right.
They dropped a deuce of 3 episodes. It is hot. The hottest of garbage. Is it as bad as Discovery? No, but not much is. Not much is.
Not much is.
Well, it's right. Okay. Discovery is a plate of diarrhea.
Yes.
Star Trek Strange New Worlds is a pile of shit that has a nice little bit of parsley on the top to make it look nicer for you. But it's still a pile of shit.
It might be a little firmer, you know? It's like
It's going to be a little firm. It's not as watery
like
as the
scat.
diarrhea.
Yeah,
like
of course,
scat.
of
It's
course,
an
yeah.
A-list poop.
It's a compact shit with a little bit of parsley on top.
People.
hello, X-ray. Good.
Hello, Gary. It has been, well, it feels like a long time since I've seen Az and MauLer.
Hello.
I know I saw you like too long. Hello. I saw Az playing Final Fantasy. I
You
didn't
saw
want to
Az
watch
playing?
it because
You
I
saw
didn't want
wait.
to,
You saw Az
get
playing?
spoiled.
You saw
Az
Az
play.
playing.
Az play. That's what it's called. Az play.
Okay, I just want to
Yeah,
get
he
this
actually
straight.
titled it Az Play.
He did.
It's my new series, my new gaming series. Az play.
But yeah, Az was playing Final Fantasy. I wanted to hop in, but I didn't want to get spoiled, so I'm excited to play that. Also, shout out ISOM, Ripaverse Comics. We are repping today. I got to see
MauLer is too.
the
Yeah.
Ripaverse headquarters on the first day on launch. It was insane. They have a good crew. I got to maybe see a bookmark.
I was a bit gutted. I couldn't get on the website. I've not been able
Yeah.
to get on the website today.
Really?
And the thing that I wanted, all
Is
gone.
all gone. Yeah. Eric,
Yeah.
what's a guy got to do to get that I want everything $600?
Yeah.
Can I-
that's what I
Maybe some
wanted.
Az
Can I
play?
use some of the YouTube juice to make that happen? I'll give you 600. I'll pay for it. I mean, I'm not
Hey,
asking
it's
for it for free.
$600, dude. But I wanted the one.
Eric, come on, Eric. Come on. Hook a brother up. By the way, this is one bag of comics I bought that I'm going to, in a film threat bag. Oh, yeah. Film threat.
Nice. I like that bag.
And then
It was nice seeing Gary in his element. Want to shop? He was so happy.
oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my!
I was like a gay guy at Target. I was all, let's go, girls.
Gary's like, you don't need to bother me. I'm off. I'm gone. And I mean, the group had split up, but Kara and Ryan were with you at one point, and then you're just like, I'm going. I'm gonna spend some time here.
Yeah.
Maybe
I was like, no offense. You will be really bored shopping with me. I'm going to go on my own. So bye. So I left them
I think you
behind.
and I, Gary, would have a great time shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
it was really fun, the meetup. My first con, it was overwhelming almost. There was just so much stimulation. I wanted to shop everywhere. But like we walked through the aisles maybe 3-4 times and I still found things that I missed.
It was that was a crowded con. The air conditioning broke in Texas
did.
in summer.
It was
Dude.
bad.
Dude, last night when I went to the Flash, it was 9:30 and it was 96 degrees.
Whoa. Whoa.
Did the air conditioning break there?
No,
too?
well, no. When I walked out of my car, it was so weird. It's never happened to me. This has never happened to me before.
Never happened to
No,
me before.
I had my air conditioning on,
I've
and I
tried
walked
that
out of my
usually.
car. And my glasses fogged up because it was so fucking hot. And I'm like,
Wow.
I needed defrosters on my glasses. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. But here we are. I guess we'll get this. Well, for one, where's ISOM at? Did it hit 1 million yet? I tried to get on the website today and I couldn't.
Get on the website. Kara, you're in the chat. I see you.
Carolyn?
Have you hit 1 million
Yeah,
yet?
Kara, I haven't been able to get on the website at all. And
Oh,
it's gone.
We have
Wait,
a
what? The
Rippaverse
website's not
employee.
working?
Wait. We have a
Who's
Rippaverse
sucked
employee in the chat.
Yeah.
No sucking.
How can a brother get that $600? I want everything. Hook us
Yeah.
up. Come on.
Whose dick do I gotta suck? Come on.
Whose dick does Az have to suck?
Did have to. Past tense.
He will suck and do his as play.
He will.
Well,
I will offer up
I will
Az to
answer
suck
you.
any D to get that.
especially the female ones.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I almost hit that. Wait, there we go. It does need the. It kind of has it.
It's not
That's
long
it.
enough, the last
Yeah.
part.
That's what you.
I've heard that
That's getting
before.
clipped.
Oh, dang.
That's getting clipped. So we'll find out. We'll keep a check on ISOM, but like it is, ISOM 2 is destroying right now,
Like,
and it all the haters who like honestly at this point, who gives a fuck about them? I wouldn't give them any oxygen, any air, anything.
Eric's crying in money right now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's apparently not a fluke. Just saying, that looks beautiful. Real quick, let's go over the Flash. Since you guys didn't see it, I'm going to be brief and spoiler free. You're getting a review with spoilers. I'm going to spoil the shit out of it at the end of the video because I'm not doing 2 videos on this. And this is a rare occurrence. I'll have a video out before the movie comes out. It's almost like I'm Access Media. But I'm not. I paid for that ticket. First, I would like to thank Miguel and his son Enrique, who I had shitty seats. I learned about this screening way too late. It was an IMAX screening. There was 2 seats left, and they were both in the front row. So I'm like, fuck, I want to see it for the channel. So like, I was like looking up at this. They roll by. They're all Nerdrotic. You want to sit with us? I'm all, yeah.
Oh my god.
So they had
Nice.
somebody bail out, and I had like these great seats. And honestly, the best part about the movie was hanging with those 2. So thank you guys. You're awesome. Thanks for the support. Miguel, your son's awesome. And to be fair, they liked the movie. And a lot of people did. A lot of people clapped. There was some laughing. There was some oohs and ahs. And I didn't. I think at best you could say it's mid. And I mean mid to the level of Black Adam and Shazam 2, but a little better. It does try to have fun. Like this movie does try to have fun. It's not woke at all. It's got a teeny bit of intersectional feminism, but like not even that. Ultimately, it's the CGI is effing terrible. I'll just say it's fucking terrible. It's terrible. It is 2002 CGI.
It's like unfinished.
It feels like Warner Brothers said, "We're done. You're done with this movie. You don't get another pass. We're cut print. We're just gonna do what we can, cut our losses." Because Ezra Miller, this movie was supposed to be out last year. It was supposed to be out the year before that. It's had 5 or 6 different release dates. It's had 6 different directors, I believe, up to 10 writers. It has been in development since 2014. Grant Morrison and Ezra Miller wrote a script that Warner Brothers turned down, but they used little pieces of, and they really wanted to do this multiverse thing because they needed to fill it with as many characters that weren't Ezra Miller as possible, and they've even failed at that. Now, of course, everybody wants to know about the Batman. Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton. There's a couple of really good Batman action scenes that you can watch on YouTube after the fucking movie comes out that you don't have to even go see this, that are badass, that like, are they consequential? One is consequential to the movie, kind of, but it drags. It's too long. CGI is terrible. 2 Ezra Millers are as bad as you like. Don't expect like, oh, well, maybe Ezra Miller will be toned down a little bit. No, it's full Ezra Miller, and it's 2 of them, and it's one that's worse because he's supposed to be younger.
I saw the they did a vignette, a scene where the 2 Ezras are in the Batcave and stuff. And the second one, I mean, he just sort of speaks like this.
Yes, it's grating after a while. But everybody wants to know about Keaton. He's fine. I wouldn't say he knocked it out of the park. I would say he was going through the motions to get a paycheck, and the 2 repeated lines you see in the trailer, like, I'm Batman. That one's fine, but you want to get nuts? Like, gets nuts.
Oh.
That is cringe. It falls so flat when you see it in the context of the movie. And it's just disjointed. It's a lot of, hey, let's team up. Okay. Let's fight. Now, there are some plot points that I won't ruin here that had great potential, like awesome potential. But like Zod, I don't think the actor showed up anywhere. I think he just sat in a room and did his lines, and they cut out his face.
Yes.
Have you heard what he said about filming it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us what they said?
Well, I mean, you might know it better than me, but if I was paraphrasing, I saw it in a tweet just that he said, like, he did not enjoy his time filming The Flash. It was just green. It's the same shit we heard from Ian McKellen. It's the same shit we hear from a lot of people where it didn't feel like he was making something, felt like it was just obligation, which is like, oh.
And that's what it looked like. It looked like a floating face like this movie is animated. It's an animated film for the most part. And dude, Ezra's face like bulges out of the Flash. It is terrible. And then they make like a makeshift one for the other Flash that you've seen it in the trailers. It's as bad as you think it is.
Batman Returns costume.
Yes. I guess the least offensive thing is actually Supergirl. she's not like girl boss. She's not in it very much, but she's fine. I mean, like, it's not even our Supergirl. It's a Supergirl. And they kind of treat it as a Supergirl. So she's not like better than Henry Cavill or anything like that.
That's Tom Taylor's version of Supergirl.
Well, it is, but it's kind of taken from a Batman Superman comic, Ed McGuinness version, where they much earlier than Tom Taylor.
Because Tom Taylor doesn't get a payout from this.
Because these motherfuckers don't. Because current comic book creators who broke comic books, by the way, I know the comics broke me hashtags, which we'll go over.
Wrong way round.
Wrong way. You broke comics. You broke them forever. And now it's fractured, and that's good. It's decentralized, and people like Eric July are kicking ass, and you're whining about, not being able to pay rent on Twitter. We tried to warn you. Many tried to warn you. But
it's rather funny because I saw, is it Heidi McDonald was trying to get involved, trying to feign, what's all this like woke stuff, and they've got like hashtag BLM still in their bio and all this shit. And when you bring that sort of clientele into the argument, then there was just loads of people, like one of the guys who had put, comics didn't break me, you broke comics. And there are lots of people going, ha, you paid for your blue check mark. And if you just follow him down, every time somebody says that, he goes, I can't help you being poor.
Yep.
And it's just like, yeah. And that's no disrespect to poor people. These are these people go, ha, you paid for that.
No.
Because they're trying to shame. So he's just doing a nice little shame.
Comics has always been a self-loathing industry. All right. And it had a defeatist mentality from the moment I walked in. It was like, I heard other comic shop owners going, you could never get rich doing this. And I'm like, well, maybe I don't want to be rich, but I want to be well off, and I'm going to try. I'm not going to go, oh, no. And, the thing is, with all creativity, especially if they want to make money on it, there has to be a balance between the business side and the creative side. If you let the creatives take over, they're not very good at business in general. I'm sure there are a few out there who are fantastic on their own. Todd McFarlane, one of those people. But most of them are flaky artists who have no idea what a schedule is and need people to corral them. It's a balance, and that's the only way you're going to make money on it. If you want to be passionate and do your art, well, then do it. But what they want is they want to be validated by the companies they work for. So, like in Hollywood, to have your little badge of Technicolor or Disney, that's a status symbol, man. That is, I work for Disney. That's a status symbol. It no longer is.
No.
And these supposed rock and roll rebel comic artists who were, anti-fascists and stuff are the biggest dick suckers of corporations out there, and have been, because they get all of their validity from the old blue check mark and the company they work for, and now they're losing it, and they're literally losing it, and it broke them. It fucking broke them. I'm sure it broke people losing your blue check mark. I'm not special.
Oh,
You never were.
Dude, I think in Heidi McDonald's bio as well, the first thing she has in her bio is former blue check mark.
Yeah. It might have affected her. These are very insecure people. These are very, very insecure people.
And because she's a comic book writer in current day, she obviously can't afford.
And that's the thing that
$8
people
a month
don't
or-
see. It's like in comic creators have always kind of been like this. There's some really good guys. There's Kelly Jones out there. There's Graham Nolans. There's Chuck Dixons. There's some really good guys out there. Then there's some fucking shitheads. There are some insecure, wacko shitheads who party and grab each other by the balls and sexually harass the fuck out of each other to the point where they have to sign a thing that they promise not to rape each other. Like, that's a real thing that's been going on for a long fucking time in the comic book industry. It's a backstabbing, horrible place. Like, the more I learned about it, the less I don't think I want artists and writers over at my shop anymore. I think I'm fine. I'm good. I'll just hang out with the customers. And I didn't have a lot of people over just for that. Freaking divas.
Your Grahams and your Chucks and your Kellys.
Yep.
These are people from a different era of comics.
They are.
These
They
are
brought-
people who've actually got some fucking something about them, something to them, and passionate about what they do. Not these
Talent.
fucking not these goddamn people who come in and they're just like, oh my god, I've been given Robin to do. The first thing I'm gonna do is make him exactly like me.
Right.
Go fuck yourself.
So real quick, back to the Flash. Ezra Miller, even
What's
if he was
that,
a,
Gary?
if he was a,
What's that?
I can't see it. You just tell me.
A French.
Oh,
loaf
it's
of bread.
oh, wait, hang on. I got a clip for that. I think I do. Just give me a moment. I lost it a long time ago. Here it is.
Paging Dr. Buckets.
There we go. That's slow on the uptake on that one. Where was I? Back to the Flash. Even if Ezra Miller was a model citizen, he is horribly miscast as Barry Allen. And he's fine. I mean, in very, very small doses in the Snyder Cut. I mean, fine, like barely fine. It's all him. And the first hour is him. And they spend a lot of time on him. There's a plot point that I won't spoil that makes it even worse. There's a lot of chit-chatting. A lot of fucking chit-chatting in this. And if you think it's filled with cameos, it really isn't. I think that was completely oversold. There are some towards the end. And then, like, you have to, like, dude, get your, like, well, if you're in an IMAX screen, get your telescope out and see and hit pause, and you might see, and they're all CG. They're all poorly CG animated versions of these old characters we used to watch, and pretty much all of them. I mean, the big ones that show up, you already know. I'm not going to say, but you already know. But if for people thinking there's going to be like, I mean, maybe I didn't catch them all, but like a Pokemon. But yeah, there weren't. I felt like that was pretty disappointing. I felt that part of the movie was really disappointing, and it was gobbledygook CGI at the end. It is a hot mess at the end. As far as if you're a Flashpoint fan, when they say like,
well, this isn't Flash. This is not even close to
it's
Flashpoint.
not. No,
so-
it's like they hint at Dark Flash, and they hint at the Black Flash. They like hint. That's it. And like you could interpret maybe something as that, but no. Yeah. Without spoiling the rest, it just. I could be wrong about this. The crowd seemed to love it. I didn't. I think it was normal lame duck. This little era. I think it's normal lame duck DC fare. That's probably it's a little better than Black Adam and Shazam 2. Not
those two movies I couldn't even be bothered to see.
Yeah, not offensively bad, but ultimately forgettable. And the end is terrible. The credit scene is terrible. It ruins. I would say miss it. I would say skip it completely because it does kind of ruin
movie.
It ruins the
credits
fucking
scene.
movie. It's so bad. Oh God, I was like, why did they put this in here? What? And like I said, the director, like what MauLer said, it definitely felt like Warner Brothers just said, we're done making this movie. We're done. It's the most expensive movie ever made, even though we're not reporting on the budget. Honestly,
How long's it?
Over 2 hours. Say 2 hours, 15 minutes. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Across the Spider-Verse was better. Guardians was better. Is it better than Ant-Man? Yeah, Flash is better than Ant-Man. It's better than all the MCU shit. But if anybody's, I heard people compare to this No Way Home. Stop. Just don't do it. Withhold your opinion on that one because it's wrong. It is effing wrong.
Are you allowed to do maybe 5 minutes of spoiler talk? We can put a warning up, maybe. I don't know.
We could. Sure.
I'm off to see it tomorrow, so I don't really want spoilers.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll skip it. Wait for my video.
Fine.
Wait for my video. I can tell you after the show, MauLer. If you got any questions? Yeah. I can tell you after the show. Y'all are gonna find out this weekend. Yeah, I just think it's kind of forgettable. As far as James Gunn going out and saying this is a great movie, James Gunn is a liar. James Gunn needs to lie because he needs people to still all these movies were in production. They can't cancel them all like Batgirl. They can't get tax write-offs on them. So they had to put them out and cut their losses. That's all this is. Blue Beetle ain't coming back. Shazam 2 ain't coming back. Black Adam's not coming back. Flash isn't coming back. Ezra Miller isn't coming back. One thing that is definitive is there's a hard reboot coming for DC, and these are just obligatory, and they will be forgotten by Warner Brothers completely when they're done. There you go. That's Flash. That's Flash. Hey, I got some good news.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some good news. Can you how am I going to do this? Because I'm doing this through OBS. Hang on.
Just tell me the article. I do have them queued.
All right, give me the deadline. Thunderbolts, Blade, Avengers, Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars among Disney release dates changed due to the WGA strike.
Oh.
Was it in?
So you didn't have them all. It's
I
in
had
research.
The BBC ones dropped.
It's in
that
either.
Lady G put down.
I thought that was in the BBC ones.
Oh,
Here, never mind. I'm going to drop it in the private chat.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so Deadline is reporting that Thunderbolts, Blade, Avengers, Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars among Disney release dates changed due to the WGA strike. That is really zoomed in. That's like the.
No.
Oh no! Oh no! So
wow.
Again, I was told by someone who has directed a past Marvel project. We'll just say for Disney Marvel. So I'll narrow it down to like 20 people. maybe 30. I don't know. 30? Maybe it's 30 now. This includes Disney Plus, movies, whatever. And they said to me, there's no way Disney Marvel's going to be able to work through this strike because of their process. And well, what's their process? He's all, well, they have scripts, but then they completely rewrite them. They scrap them all and kind of make it up as they go.
They've admitted as much
Yes.
in the behind the scenes like featurettes. Like they have writers like Michael Walter being like, I made a whole script and then they scrapped the whole thing. Yay.
So they can't write anything. And pretty soon there won't be any actors, right? I think it looks like the actors are going on strike in a couple weeks, maybe. And the whole thing gets shut
I mentioned
down.
this in my video. I'm editing a video at the moment. It's going to come out today. I'm half done. And then I fell asleep.
After a wank.
I do mention it's about Gotham Knights being cancelled, the CW being dead. But I do say that I think the writers' strike, and if the actors join them, is the best thing that we can have right now. Absolute best thing that we can have right now. If you're a fan of actually these franchises, properties, because they can't ruin them while they can't write.
No,
and hopefully we'll get a lot more of these organizations like Warner, etc., ending their contracts. They've ended a lot of contracts with BLM members. Have you seen that?
Yes, they have. And I do believe, I mentioned it in my strike video, that in 2 weeks, they can start. Each studio does it differently, but most are under the same agreement, and they can start enacting force majeure, which is getting out of contracts. And that starts in 2 weeks. And I don't even know if there's been negotiation at this point. I think they're waiting for the actors to go on strike, and then they're going to all... I don't care.
Well, the writers have given a list of demands.
They have, and most of them weren't even responded to, which means this one's going to go for a long time, like we said. So, yeah, you're right. As this is going to be good, and it's a good thing that they're on strike. It feels like COVID all over again, but it's not.
And the Embracer Group absolutely fucked at the minute, which is phenomenal.
Well, they're laying
Embracer
off
Group, which have the rights for the Lord of the Rings,
and they're laying off people.
Raider, other franchises, they're dumping their franchises.
Yeah, I mean, did we think that was like an investment firm coming in and buying up all this stuff and thought they would get some quick money off it? Then they're like, oh, there is no quick money in entertainment, especially making games. They were gonna I think they were gonna do Lord of the Rings phone games and then try to get money off of that to fund everything else. And it's like, oh, that's a great idea.
They should make a game about Gollum.
Yeah.
Az is having PTSD.
Yes, he is. It feels like COVID all over again, but it's not. Disney just made a slew of release date changes, many due to the impact of the WGA strike and screenplays not being ready and productions paused. Well, it's not like it's anything new with Disney Marvel delaying something.
Or screenplays being ready. When was the last time they had a ready screenplay?
Yep.
Don't lie to me.
Well, we already know that the Thunderbolts and Blade are waiting the strike out before rolling cameras. Well, there's no script for Blade at all.
Blades. Dude, that is so fucked. It's got 10 dildos up its ass right now. That fucking front.
I think we will be saying when Blade releases, we'll be like, wow, can you believe they announced this 15 years ago?
Yes. Yes. Kind of like Black Adam. Black Adam was in production for,
Or The Flash.
9 years. Scripts aren't fully ready in regards to the new Avengers movies. Avengers Kang Dynasty, which is very convenient since Jonathan Majors. And Namor is in trouble too. No more means no more.
No.
Innocent until proven guilty. Goes from May 2nd, 2025 to May 1st, 2026. Avengers Secret Wars is also pushed another year from May 1st, 2026 to May 7th, 2027. 27! Nobody's going to give a shit about the Avengers in 2027, dude. Oh.
Especially after the Marvels hits later this year.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon that is gonna kill.
Okay,
it's just gonna kill everything.
Both Secret Wars, I think they'll stay with. But like, dude, we're getting another multiverse movie this weekend, right? And I am fucking multiversed out. Honestly, No Way
I've seen
Home.
that everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that sentiment.
Like even with Across the Spider-Verse, I mean, multiverses are what you do at the end of a story when you need to fix something in comics, when you need to fix effed up continuity. And if you lead to something, you can't get bigger than that. MauLer and I have talked about this on EFAPs. We've talked about it, Az talked about it in videos. Like, where do you go from saving the multiverse? That's like the biggest thing, I don't get it.
How'd you? But there are multiple problems. But how do you return to grassroots level when you're doing all this shit? Everything's a cosmic event now. Cosmic event. And it's just like, we can't relate to any of these heroes anymore because they're doing constant cosmic events. They're not explaining the power levels and the power of the heroes. So they're just firing indiscriminate shit from places. There's no characterization. There's no character building. There's no world building. It's big bad doing bad.
Yeah.
Hero.
Well, that's what
fucking bad, fight bad, and everything's bad.
Kurtzman Trek. That's all it is a universe-threatening thing is out there. And what you do is you build up to each one over great, like after Thanos, it should have been Galactus 10 years later. And you ground it and you do the aftermath of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Doom. Phase 4 could have been Doctor Doom.
I agree.
Get it a little bit more grassroots. Get it back on Earth.
Daredevil did it. After the Avengers, it was all the mob bosses taking advantage of the destroyed New York and creating a cabal, and somebody else is working behind the scenes, and Madame Gao and the Kingpin, and that was fucking rad. That's what you do. That's exactly what you do.
We still could have fixed Phase 4 by making it all Mephisto, right?
They actually could have.
Brains.
They could have. And it's not even somebody you even fought. Like you didn't need to fight Mephisto at the end of Phase 4. You just set him up. And then you bring in Doctor Doom. Right? And then you could, you could do, they did. There's a lot of things you could do. You could do a proper Secret Wars. Not a Secret Wars, not the new one, not the Secret War, the Secret Wars.
It's just crazy because I'm absolutely with you. Like, I think an Avengers movie is kind of in trouble if it was to be set to release in 2025. 2027?
Oh.
And that's the thing. I say 2025. It's like, okay, but what about 2023? Imagine it was this Christmas that they're bringing out an Avengers movie. It'd be like, the problem stands. Who is in it? Like, what's going to happen?
I'm going to be
Black Captain Falcon Man, Captain Marvel.
Well, we're going to see if... This is the thing. We're going to get all of our information. The Marvels is going to crash and burn. We all know that. Captain America 4, like, can Anthony Mackie carry a Captain America movie? I don't think so.
How are you going to bring...
even carry Alton Carbon.
You're right. And how in the hell is Robert Downey Jr. going to come back in 4 years? I'll be 58 in 4 years. God, that sucks to think about.
I'll be dead in 4 years.
He'll be dead.
Massive heart attack in 2026.
No, shut up. Don't say that. You'll be in shape. You'll be sexy.
You got to stay alive for the next Gollum.
That will kill.
Oh, God. 2027.
Did it's fucking bullshit. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That is horseshit.
They lied.
Yeah.
We told you that the 2023 largely was safe in regards to staying intact, knock on wood. But the ramifications of the writer's strike and productions paused will be felt throughout 2024 and beyond. Commence the great release date shuffle by the motion picture studios, who this is the first year they've had a full release slate in almost 3 years. So they just got back. Like some theaters are just surviving. I believe, was it Cinemark just got out of Chapter 11. AMC got saved because it was a meme stock, which was cool. You know, but like, dude. And what's funny is like June is jam packed with movies, and then there's going to be a drought. It's going to be crazy.
It was like they got the train back on the tracks finally, and then they ran out of fuel. It's like,
Yep.
like, this is shit.
I think Mission Impossible is going to make fuck ton of money, but other than that, I don't know.
That's a hilarious fight, by the way. Oppenheimer versus Barbie versus Mission Impossible.
Which it doesn't.
Which one I'm seeing.
Honestly,
well,
it
the
doesn't.
funny part is Barbie is not the one that I expect to lose the most out of those three.
No, I think Oppenheimer will do. I don't know how Barbie will do, but as far as like profitability, Oppenheimer will do the worst. It probably costs the most, and like I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
I'm actually people are going to say like it was really good, and the audiences need to know better about watching more sophisticated film.
I'll end up seeing all three of those movies. I'm just going to say, right, I'm married, so like I'll be going to the Barbie movie. Like she goes to every superhero movie with me, so gotta take one for the team once in a while.
I've seen a lot of women of a certain age who were like, I'm looking forward to Barbie. It looks fun.
Yeah. Oppenheimer.
In the 30s, just saying, in the 30s.
But Mission Impossible is the one I think everybody would prefer to see. That's the one I want to see.
I am so excited. I think that's my most anticipated movie of the year.
It might be. I would say, yeah, that Dune.
That was great. So
it was awesome.
That Dune 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Dune.
But I think Mission Impossible more than Dune 2. So
Yeah. But the Dune 2 trailer on that IMAX, I was in proper IMAX last night. It looked good. That looked really good. And the best movie I've seen this year so far is Sisu. Cost €6 million. Also, the other delay here with the MCU titles is that Disney wants to make sure they're better. Right. I need a clip. I need Dr. Evil saying right. I do have a clip for that. Hang on. This is gonna be really delayed, but I don't care. I really don't care. I still don't care.
Just hang in there, guys.
Hang in there.
Downloading it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay. I'll read it again. Disney wants to make sure. Also, the other delay here with the MCU titles is that Disney wants to make sure they're better.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That was, at first you do not succeed. Better than they've been doing from script to stage to VFX in the wake of fan pans. Is that what we are? Pans? We're panning as fans?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah.
Well, it means we're criticizing it. So, I mean,
we tend to criticize things which are shit. Maybe stop putting out shit.
At least they didn't say bigoted fans. Okay, so I guess progress, not perfection, right? And lower post-pandemic box office results for some films as The Eternals, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Guardians is doing good, but it's not doing as good as Guardians 2. And it won't.
Yeah, like, I think the bar has been set really low for a lot of people talking about box office results. It's like, you understand, they want these movies to be making over $1 billion. That was what they wanted. It's like, fucked. The whole machine is fucked.
Oh, and don't get... The Flash needs to make $1 billion. Guardians needed to make $1 billion. Ant-Man needed to make $1 billion because the investors who don't watch this shit do not know the difference between Endgame and Ant-Man. They don't. No. They're just like Marvel movie. That's why when they announce their schedules, there's some like generic or future Marvel movie. Like they won't even give it a title. That's how the investors see it. We just need to block out a weekend.
Movie 26.
Marvel movie 27, exactly, at the end of each quarter. So we can make the investors happy and maybe start giving out those dividends again, which Disney wasn't doing for a while. And that's why a lot of things suck. Then there's the writers. They suck too. So first major change.
I don't want to. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, no. You go through this article first, but I will show you the writer of Gotham Knights' resume on IMDb if you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, after this article, we will go over, we'll talk about Gotham Knights and the tragic end as it has been canceled.
Let's just say it's the sparsest thing you've ever seen.
Dude, I've seen some sparse shit. I have covered a lot of bad writers.
This is a very, 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 very sparse.
Sparser than Bashake Ali.
I think Boom.
Bisha, Basha, whatever.
Bashake Ali. I think
I
it's.
got that.
I think it's smaller than hers.
First major change is that untitled Deadpool movie will fire off next summer, May 3rd, while Captain America Brave New World, followed by Captain America 5, January 6th, gets pushed to July 26, 2024.
I want Captain America Brave New World to release
on January 6th. Yes. Gets pushed to July 26th. How could you not release? Do you know they've managed to not release a Captain America movie on July 4th ever?
Well, why would they?
Fucking retards.
They hate America.
I know. Gets pushed to July 26, 2024. When was Deadpool supposed to come out? This year?
It's come out 2024.
No, it will fire off next summer at May 3rd. I thought it was like
That's spring, but never mind.
Okay. So it's later. Thunderbolts will stay in 2024, moving off July 26th to December 20th. Deadpool 3. Wait, I just confused myself with that one. Thunderbolts stays at 2024.
How the Suicide Squad, that last Suicide Squad movie, how did that do at the cinema?
Well, not great.
Not great.
No, not great. Not great. Fucking disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. And it wasn't that bad a film.
No, it wasn't.
I quite liked it. What? Who the fuck gives a shit about Thunderbolts?
It's not even the proper Thunderbolts, dude, from the comics.
Oh, it's all the rejected characters that have been in movies for 5 minutes.
Remember the villain from The Wasp and Ant-Man?
No.
Nobody does.
She's in it.
I will say, like some people might have forgotten, Lawrence Fishburne has been in the MCU.
What? Oh shit! Yes. Oh my god.
Yes.
Ant-Man 2.
He plays
Goliath.
He plays Black Goliath. It's Black Goliath. That's the character.
Yeah.
From the comic books. That's right. So Thunderbolts stays in 2024, moving off of July 26th to December 20th. Deadpool 3, in a vote of confidence, moves up from November 8th to May. Well, dude, that's an obvious choice because that's a movie people might want to see. Another multiverse movie.
I mean, we've got another one coming next year with Beyond the Spider-Verse as well, right?
Yep. Did you see Across the Spider-Verse yet, MauLer?
Yes.
Okay. Quick review. Yay or nay?
It's fine.
That's about what I think it is.
More.
I think it's...
I'm not a huge fan of the multiversal mechanics in it, though I rarely am in anything that does multiverse because it creates so many problems. Really like Miguel. I thought he was cool.
Miguel O'Hara was good.
That seems to be the line from virtually everybody. Miguel was really good.
I enjoyed Miles.
Miles was fine.
His journey was interesting. Not a huge fan of almost all the other Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Aww.
I agree.
I like Gwen. I thought Gwen was good.
Yeah, Gwen's fine.
I got some info. I got some hot info. Got some hot info about that movie. I was told at Dallas Fan Expo. They were making 2 movies. They were making a Spider-Gwen movie and a Miles Morales movie. Then COVID hit, and they decided to combine them and split them into 2.
Okay.
So that's why Gwen's intro is fucking 20 minutes long in the beginning, that when it could have been 2.
It's long.
It's long. It's too fucking long. But it's a better movie than The Flash. It is a better movie than The Flash, for sure.
I did turn to my mate because it was going on, and it was surprising at how long it was going on. And I said, "This Gwen Stacy movie is very good." I liked. I mean, I liked the beginning though. I did like it, but
It's
yeah, I mean,
nah, it went not too long.
I was kind of like, "Whoa, are they co-opting the Miles Morales?"
Well, yes, because they began the movie with her and ended with her. Notice that?
Yes, they did. Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they did. The Miles Morales movie. Miles Morales 2. I'm going to watch Miles Morales 3 when it comes out. Blade goes from...
I just wish it didn't have Peter Parker in it, or this version of Peter Parker.
Peter Beta Parker, yeah.
Yeah.
Blade goes from September 6, 2024. You know what? He's probably current MCU Peter Parker. That's what he is. Blade goes from September 6, 2024 to February...
Please sleep with my wife. Have some kids.
yeah, right. To February 14th, 2025. Okay, anybody taking bets that that's going to get moved?
I'm not even... Honestly, man, I'm not even sure this Blade movie's ever coming out.
I think Marshall Ali
I
will
think
walk.
I think Ali's going to drop from it.
Yeah.
I think he's going to drop from it.
I think he's gradually getting a taste of like, oh wait, this isn't
Well,
fun
you know
creative.
what?
This is a mess.
Valentine's Day is a great day to drop a vampire movie that's not Twilight. What about fucking Halloween?
Don't do that no more.
That's Valentine's Day near President's Day frame, which is a sweet spot for the MCU. Is it?
Is it?
The Fantastic Four shifts deeper into 2025 from February 14th to May 2nd. And apparently they're having a very hard... That cast that was announced is that... So they're in negotiations. And...
it's going to cost too much money.
And it's... Yeah, according to Grace... So it's going to cost too much money. You know what? Grace was right about something.
First family of Marvel.
The first family of Marvel, they can't get this thing off the ground. And quite frankly,
First family of Marvel.
They had a good director and they let him go. They let him fucking go. So Avatar 3 officially is delayed a year. I'm so not surprised from this one. From December 20th, 2024 to December 19th, 2025. And it will make lots of money. And by mid-February of 2026, the movie will be completely forgotten. It'll be the most forgotten $2 billion film since the last Avatar $2 billion forgotten film.
Fascinated for that.
It is. It's weird. It is so weird.
It. I thought it was all right. It's good. I liked it. It's a good 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 film.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's a good 7-hour movie because that's what it felt like.
Look, to me, it was just so refreshing. Go to the cinema and seeing a family love each other.
You got that in Ant-Man Quantumania.
No!
You got that in Across the Spider-Verse.
No, we didn't. Where was the Wasp in that film, by the way? Oh, yeah. She had views on vaccines. So
she had like...
Played by Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
She looked good. At least like Michelle Pfeiffer looked good.
Like, it's gorgeous, yes, but
gorgeous
I didn't go to the cinema to watch an Ant-Man film. Michelle Pfeiffer.
You know what? You know what would have made The Flash good? Get you to start to get me Michelle Pfeiffer.
Making it a Batman.
Making it a fucking Batman movie.
You're crazy. That would never work. Who would go to see a Batman film these days?
That could have been Batman Beyond, Gary.
So why did you? Everybody's gonna say. So why'd you like The Flash? Well, Keaton was awesome as Batman. Wouldn't you have liked to have 2 hours of Michael Keaton instead of like? Oh, okay. Michael Keaton, 20, 25 minutes. Michael Keaton, Batman, 12 to 15, maybe. And Affleck's Batman scene on the fucking motorcycle, it was good, except for his clearly, it looked like a 2D animated cape flying around, dude. And his costume looked like shit when he got off the bike. When he's on the bike, it straight up looks like Frank Miller's Dark Knight. Yeah, it does.
But you should have put the pants on him.
Yes, but he has like an exoskeleton on, and he survived
Yeah, I
some
know.
ridiculous shit in there. Like, dude, it's a little over the top. But I digress. Avatar 3 is delayed, and nobody will care. They'll go, oh, it's all right. I'll just go in droves in 3 years and forget about it in a month. From December 18th, okay, so which pushes the other sequels from James Cameron as Avatar 4 shifts from December 18th to 2026 to December 21st, 2029. Avatar 5 goes from December 26th, 2028 to December 19th, 2031. Holy shit.
Right, I'm definitely going to be dead then.
Dude.
And we can't have any complaints about that.
I think anyone's booking their seats ahead of time or free time off. They're like, gotta get that. That Avatar movie.
That is like, we're getting like almost 10 years away, dude. That's fucking nuts.
It's insane.
That is absolutely insane. Movies might not be a thing in 2031.
We're waiting for Avatar 3 to come out, and they're saying 5's coming out in 5 years.
God, Sam Worthington must
5
be so
years?
happy about this.
No, 5 is coming out in 8 years. It's
Well, it was gonna be
2023.
5 years.
It is 8 fucking years away, dude.
Well, we can
seven
probably
or
guarantee
8.
they're all gonna get pushed back.
And they're all going to get pushed back. And then, James Cameron, how old is he?
72?
He's getting on. He is getting on.
What is James Cameron's age?
I'll check.
Check his age.
To be fair, Ridley Scott is like 10 billion years old, so.
Well,
Ridley
and
Scott's
he
about
hasn't been
60.
making anything good lately. Now has he?
Yeah.
Ridley Scott's like 82, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's old.
He's old. But yeah, 68, Gary.
He's 68. So he'll be what's the math on that? He's 60 he'll be 77? 70,
He'll be-
76?
He'll
76.
be the age of a sitting president.
76 years old when Avatar 5 comes out. I guess that's all right. Don't think that other Terminator film is going to happen though. While these
Good.
scripts already are locked, the shift of the movies due to the WGA strike is pushing the Avatar sequels around. Producers John Landau said the following about the movies. Each Avatar film is an exciting but epic undertaking that takes time to bring to the quality level we as filmmakers strive for the audiences have come to expect. The team is hard at work and can't wait to bring audiences back to Pandora in December 2025, and then the fifth one in December of 2031. You'll be able to take your flying car and you'll be immortal. So, if you die of boredom, you'll be brought back to life. Yeah.
And there'll be locusts at the concession stand.
You can send your replicant to go see it for you.
Ooh.
There you go. And then it'll rebel and kill us all.
send your AI drone to go see it.
Yes.
And then Amazon will shut your house down
Oh,
if you don't like it.
Yeah.
we're,
I heard about that.
Didn't you hear about that?
yeah, I did hear about that. I was thinking.
Amazon shut down a man's house.
So I went to a couple of Airbnbs and I really like the electronic locks. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get one of those. And I come home to that story. It's like,
Ooh.
fuck no, I'm using a
No.
Nope. Analog, baby.
Yeah,
Yes. Fuck that shit. I've got the Ring, right, for the cameras. I got cameras all around my compound. And I'll stick with that. But yeah, they're not fucking with my locks. Because I have Ryan over to my house, we say all kinds of shit here that can be misconstrued.
Ryan was in my dream last night.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh.
Ryan was in the UK for some reason, and we were going to fly to the States to do a meetup, and then we got to the airport, and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't have a passport."
Okay.
And then
That's all I remember. That's all I
you went to the
That's all the
penthouse, got in a
greatest
jacuzzi, and got really gay together.
Then
You
we
cut that
fucked.
part out.
There we go. That sounds about right.
Then we fucked. You know?
Hey, we got to the Star Wars. We got to the Star Wars.
The Star Wars, my favorite. That's my favorite.
The Star Wars movies, which are still being baked. You got to be baked.
Baked?
to like that shit.
It.
Yeah. And I don't think that'll help. Now, you tell me, 420 enthusiasts, does that help enjoy a Disney Star Wars movie? It probably makes it worse. Are getting kicked down the road like cans. Oh,
No way.
I am so shocked. One of them goes from December 19th, 2025 to May 22nd,
Are we actually gonna get
2026.
to a point, do you think, where we will actually be saying it's been 10 years since a Star Wars movie came out?
We
When
are.
Disney would
I hope
try to
so.
fucking farm that shit.
Right-
Of course, hope so, yeah.
Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019.
19.
19.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Getting
getting
there.
we're
Keep-
getting there.
Keep on pushing.
May 22nd, 2026. Another untitled one gets added at December 18th, 2026. You heard it here first, folks. These will not happen. These will not fucking happen. These movies will not be out in May of 2026, which is 3 days ahead of the real Star Wars day. Why did you? And then and December 18th, 2026, these movies will not happen. They will not fucking happen.
I think they're dumb enough to make that Ray one. I don't know. I just feel it. I got a vibe.
Dude,
I think they're gonna make it.
Dude, they got a real live writer to do it too. Stephen Knight. They did. Like, he's legit. I think he will leave. I think he will turn in the script, and then they hand it
You're
off
like, what? What is this?
to the
What's going on?
feminist documentarian director, who will go, this is too patriarchy. I want to make men uncomfortable by turning down their script. Boop, boop, boop. That's what she'll do. The new live action Moana movie with Dwayne Johnson has staked out a summer date of June 27, 2025, about a week earlier from its previous. Well, who gives a shit? You mean the other live action animated remake that you're doing? The new Alien movie, MauLer, which is shooting overseas, takes the Disney RSVP date of August 16th, 2024. That is a year away and not far from my birthday.
I feel like I've heard barely anything about that. The Alien movie.
I didn't even know there was another one.
Who's
directing?
They were supposed to do a series with Noah Hawley. What happened with that?
I've heard so many different things about Alien projects. This one, like, do we know who the writer director is? Especially if they're saying we've got like a year till. Like, what do we know about the Alien movie?
It has a female lead.
Thank goodness.
Thank God. You know, it'd be different having a male lead in an Alien movie.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking different.
That would be different. Do you know what? Do you know what's got another female lead? The new Star Wars game coming out. And do you know what color her hair is?
Is it
blue?
Blue, purple,
No,
pink,
no,
fuchsia,
come on. Think
green.
Think Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, brunette. She's a brunette.
Brunette, yes,
Well, she's
yes.
it's a female Han. Somebody on Twitter had the best. It's
Female British brunette.
It's a female Han Solo with Stitch and discount K2SO or whatever the fuck his name was from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I'm interested in that game is that droid. I feel like, but I have such a bias toward droids. Like, I feel like they're the most interesting.
Okay,
thing about
Lando.
yeah, a little bit.
He's a Cthulhu god, He's got different tastes.
He can put his
I'm not gonna
tentacles
get any
wherever he
character
likes.
From the humans in Disney Star Wars, I got to resort to the droids.
That's right.
To get some kind of humanity.
That's right. The Rami Malek movie, The Amateur, from or Rami Malek, sorry. I just want to say Raimi because Sam Raimi. He rules. I still love Sam Raimi. Okay. He needs to pay the bills. He did Doctor Strange, Mom.
He makes those Avengers films.
I still love him. Fucking
still love him,
dude.
damn it.
Evil Dead, greatest franchise, one of the greatest franchises ever. It's just great when it has Ash in it. That being November 8th, 2024. The Pick, directed by James Hawes, follows the CIA cryptog. I don't give a shit about. Disney also RSVP'd the following dates for the Untitled Films September 6th, 2024, March 21st, 2025, all at the end of financial
Might as well
quarter.
shift that to September
These,
11th.
they might as well just say at the end of the financial quarter of the third quarter of 2024, the end of the first quarter in 2025, and a Marvel movie for July 25th, which will probably be the weekend of Comic-Con 2025, August 8th, 2025, instead of August 15th, and the MCU title on November 7th. So it's all fuck, I hate all this. I hate all this. So the MCU is delayed. Star Wars is delayed. Disney is delayed. And they can't afford this delay. They are fucked right now. And I couldn't be happier. I don't.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yes!
This is like absolutely catastrophic for them, isn't it?
This is.
Yeah, I know. That what makes it even better.
And the writers are like, we got him now. No, you don't. No, you don't. Half y'all out there, if you're all, I know every writer in the WGA they're picketing, they're listening to the real BBC right now. Listen to me right now. To the good ones, go make your money. Swim in piles of cash. We love you. To the rest of you, trade school, because that's where you're going to be. You're all going to be out of work.
Trade.
This is a purge. This is a purge that the producers knew was coming. And you had your chance. The last 4 years, it should have been a renaissance with the streaming, with the transfer to prestige TV. And you all fucked it up because you lost your mind over a fucking president and then a pandemic, and you all outed yourself, not all, most, outed yourself as a bunch of authoritative fucking assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Who rooted on cities burning, who rooted on people getting a jab that they didn't want to fucking get. You didn't back up your fellow actors who refused to get it. Some solidarity there. Even Fran Drescher, who led the SAG, was against it. And they couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't do anything about it because they're all a bunch of fucking honks for the state. And look at you now. Late Night hasn't been on for, God, it's almost 2 months. It's been so fucking great not seeing Jimmy Kimmel fucking clips, Jimmy Fallon clips. I mean, can you even tell the difference between them anymore? They all tell the same shitty jokes, and each of them has like up to 10, 15, 20 writers. Yeah, I think we can do with a purge. How's ISOM doing? How's ISOM number 2?
Pretty good, I think.
Did it hit 1 million?
I don't know, I can't get on the website.
You still can't get on the website?
They're working on it. Last I heard.
The last time I tried it just spun. No, it's completely down.
Carlin? She's
It's
still
trying
out
to give me an admin login.
It is.
Are you
Yeah,
out
that's what I was
there?
getting to. That's what I was getting to.
I tried to log in. I'm like, I'm so dumb.
Did you?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
like,
an
Oh,
admin?
maybe they locked it. I just want to check on the price, like what the goal was at, and I was so tired.
I think the
just woke up.
last thing I saw was 850, right? So they had to have hit it. Well, unless their website's down.
We can check the Twitter.
Well,
Maybe
I
they're
know
not-
how Eric could make a quick $1,200 right now for me and Az.
Yes.
Eric?
Dude, you don't get out of bed for no $1,200 now. That
I'm just saying.
this guy deals in 7 figures, Gary.
I'm just saying. I want the everything pack. I wanted the everything pack and I couldn't get it.
I know. Same.
Let's see.
Same.
Well, that fucker was gone. That was gone. So you Az,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna read a couple super chats and then we're gonna get into you and Disproof had a rough year, man. You lost Willow, you lost Batwoman, you lost Willow. You lost the CW for fuck's
Naomi.
sake. Lost the entire fucking CW, and now the last vestige of the CW is gone. So we'll get to that in just a moment.
Here's just quickly. This is first of all, let's look at the wonderful Natalie Abrams. That's I totally haven't made any lesbian jokes in the video. Honest governor. That's who's writing Gotham Knights. What a looker she is. This is her. That's her resume. There you go.
Okay, Gotham
Are
Knights,
you serious?
Batwoman, Supergirl.
Listen, if you remove the context, she's a veteran of having written over 60 episodes of television.
Okay, so
Because that's how
she
resumes
wrote.
work.
Wait. No. So All American 1 episode.
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl 1 episode. Batwoman 50 episodes. She was a story editor. That is a crime against imagination. You should never be able to write a grocery list after that.
No. And just imagine they virtue signaled giving that show 3 more seasons than it should have had. Remember they changed to Javicia Leslie in season 2, and the viewership, which is already plummeted heftily since the final episode of season 1 to the start of season 2, and then continued to drop. And then they came out and said, we're renewing this for season 3 after 3 episodes. That was a good one.
It's hard to imagine that a show failed that lost its star because she was too big of a pain in the ass, and then they replaced it with a black woman who just found her costume and just put it on.
Oh my god.
No, Gary. Her costume literally fell from the sky.
It fell from the sky from the plane crash. And it fit. This
is the indestructible bat costume which can absorb any impact, any bullets, but scissors.
Wait. No.
Vulnerable to scissors and sewing machines.
Remember, it was Batman's costume, and then with just a little bit of tailoring, it fit tiny, pencil thin Ruby Rose, and then it magically was able to fit the curvaceous Javicia Leslie, who's actually shaped like a woman, and easy on the eyes. She's just for good actor.
Yeah, I mean, there was eye candy for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, there wasn't any writing candy.
Yep. Yeah, pretty.
The show was bad.
The show was bad. Okay, and the fact that it made it through 3 seasons, and it was all because of ESG COVID. They were afraid to fucking cancel it because it had a black lead in it. They doubled down on that shit. And you know what? The writers and the producers were manipulating the studios. They're like, well, it would just be a bad look to cancel this show. And the producers are like, we're bleeding money. Our network has never made a profit. Yes, but you'll look racist if you cancel it, especially right after the Black Lives Matter peaceful protests that burned down half of our cities, including part of Beverly Hills, which we now have tent cities in. You're just going to look bad. But we're like bleeding money. We're not making any money. Don't care. Social currency.
Social currency.
Yeah.
Where can you spend that?
Fucking nowhere, apparently. WS on the Streamlabs side has donated $25. Thank you very much. This one's for MauLer. Thank you for your RE4 coverage. That is Resident Evil 4. I know that one. I'm a gamer.
Whoa.
You are the gamer.
I'm proud of you.
It encouraged me to get over my fear of survival horror, and I'm greatly enjoying them, focusing on he says RE2, Resident Evil 2, and just reached the chief's office. P.S. Claire, best girl. P.S. Claire.
Close fit. Yeah, MauLer, I am still waiting for you to play Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Only if you play something of my choosing.
I'm giving you a good game, though.
I might give you a good game. I might.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's a trade. He's not like he's going to give you a bad game,
I'll play God of War.
You notice how he just defaulted on thinking
I'm on board with this.
You're going to give him a bad game, MauLer? He just defaulted on that thought.
I will match your
lack of trust
streaming of Ragnarok with RE2. Okay, that's a deal.
Link fan on
I've got to get Final Fantasy 16 out of the way first.
All right, I'll see you in a year.
Link fan on the Streamlabs side for $50. Thank you, Link fan. Hope you are all doing well, as I'm sorry for your loss of Gotham Knights, but you will be better mentally without it. I got my ISOM number 2 ordered and my ISOM number 1 back from CGC. All 3 covers are 9.89, and I did rear one of them. Read? You meant read one of them? Okay, that's good. It says rear, X-ray girl.
I don't know if that's like a comic term.
Rear?
I don't know. I learned the numbers.
I
on
really
the comic
need a
books
bimbo
in those
sound
plastic
effect
boxes
for her.
just
Like
recently.
English is a third language.
Facts.
To be fair, it's mine too, and I don't have a first 2, so.
Same with X-ray girl.
English so good.
Tricky.
Gaming is Gary's first language.
That's
right.
Got him.
Guilty. Tricky for $20. I got luck and got one of the I wanted all packages for ISOM too. Oh, thanks for rubbing it in for $20 though, Tricky. We appreciate that. Eric, your website's down. I can pay. Oh, you can't. I can't PayPal you. Sorry to bring up PayPal. I can't Venmo you either.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
I can have Garrett bring you over some money, and I'll pay Garrett back if you give me the one I want it all. Give me two, one for Az. Okay.
We'll even Venmo Cara quicker.
Yeah. We can Venmo Cara. There we go. And she'll just keep the money and give it to us and totally rip you off. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I do. Road Warrior for $27.99 Canadian says, good afternoon. I'm also bagging and boarding comics I got from my local Comic-Con. Hell yeah. Here's some highlights. Secret Wars number 8. Oh, there you go. Black Spider-Man. Black costume Spider-Man. Sensational She-Hulk number 1. Snyder Capullo, Batman number 1. And the art in that is fucking fantastic. And the first 2 parts of Death in the Family. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. I'm going to whip my comics out in a little bit.
Excuse me while I
whip this out. Mage Demon has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you. So the membership will include some gaming streams coming up next week.
What about the one that's coming up this week?
I don't think it's not coming up this
Tomorrow.
week. I forgot I'm driving tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So can we do it? Can we do it next Wednesday? Can we do it a week from tomorrow?
No.
Can we do it 2 weeks from tomorrow?
Maybe, but after my
It's
after
days
my
getting
Final
moved as much as a
Fantasies-
Marvel project.
How about we move it up? What about? Wait. What about earlier? I get back on like late Monday.
Monday might work.
Okay.
Sure, I can do Monday.
Okay. We'll do it Monday. So sooner.
Can't wait.
Sooner. So that'll be partial member, then partial open. Okay. I'll do a. Because what we're going to do is have the members go through all the setup, all the funds. No, I'm just kidding. How long did it take me to set up Hogwarts Legacy? It was like 2 hours.
The Witcher, 45 minutes for that.
Witcher was a long time too.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I have a friend named Scott Edwards who was the guy who kind of walked me through Diablo. I worked with him at Escondido Acura. Old friend of mine, great guy. His dad, great guy. Scott was my back then. He was so frustrated with me getting through that game because I had never touched. He's like, you got to play Diablo. I'm all right. So we're on like old school 1999 whatever internet. I had just gotten cable internet, and I think we were talking. You could talk over. Was it BattleNet? Like we could type to each other.
Yeah.
And then
BattleNet, yeah.
I forgot how we were able to talk to each other. I forgot how. But he would get so frustrated with me too.
TeamSpeak.
He'd always have to
Maybe.
come back and keep.
X-Fire.
I'd always get lost. I'd get lost or my ass kicked or something like that. He'd have to come back and say it's such a frustrating experience. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what Az went through with
We
Witcher
want to
3.
get you on Starship Troopers. We want you.
That looks fun.
Yes.
That looks tons of
I
fun.
think we should definitely get Gary on Starship Troopers.
Gary's gonna be our saving Private Ryan.
Earn this. Well, I know, right?
Ryan,
Everybody's
right?
gonna die, and I'm just gonna be all. Doo-doo-doo.
Where am I?
Matt Damon.
Where's everyone?
Yeah. Where'd everybody go? Best name I could think of is gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you very much. Dan Vask, 110 Brazilian pesos. Gary, did you know that 63 Earths could fit inside Uranus?
I guess since he's talking to you, Dan, that's your
Well,
brainest.
all I've got to say is what I said on Twitter. If you saw the latest picture of Ezra Miller, Dan Vask, and Quarter Black Garrett, checkmate. Checkmate. Man buns
That's
are
the first
gay.
time it's been wielded out.
Yep. And quite frankly, that's the most masculine he has looked in a long time. And it still wasn't very masculine. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Nozaku Boy on the
Well, in all
Streamlabs.
fairness, they probably say, "Can you just wear a fucking suit?"
Please.
Can I have some flowers on it?
Well-
Whatever, we don't care. Just wear a fucking suit.
Do you think that's his hair? I think he got like either like extensions or something. That I don't think it's his real hair.
I don't know if it. I mean, when was the last time we saw him get arrested? How long ago was that?
A couple of years. It could be. It could be.
So it could be. Could be.
I don't really care. Oh, Nozaku Boy for $50 on the Streamlabs side. Thank you very much, Nozaku Boy. Oh. Who sees into the hearts of men and the undergarments of women? Peeping Tom. A tropical paradise is being terrorized by a speedster who leaves trauma burned into the subconscious of his unwitting victims. Can Tom halt the naked dash of the streak? That's good. That's actually good. The streak. I think that's Ezra Miller. I think he's talking about Ezra Miller. I think he is. All right, Az, how do you feel about Gotham Knights being canceled?
I don't care.
Okay. Thank you. That's all we wanted to talk about.
Dude, I predicted it's going to get cancelled from the moment they tweeted out the very first image of the show. I said, this won't even get a full season. It will be cancelled on a half season. Every single Gotham Knights video I did, I said, this show is going to get cancelled on a half first season. It's never going to see a full season. But I'd love to claim to be Nostradamus and all that, but let's just be honest. It's the most obvious of obvious things. The show was beyond appalling. You had the CW did it. They did a Tropic Thunder. They had a guy playing a girl who identified as a guy.
That's so true.
So they literally did a Tropic Thunder on it. we got a male who's playing a female who's identifying as a male.
I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another.
Disguised as another dude. And I did.
Wait, I've got an idea.
Misogyny.
I did that Tropic Thunder clip, and I did. I'm a dude playing a chick disguised as another dude. I just put that voice.
Yep.
Generator. A chick. I'm just jealous of his hair.
Well, I mean, Quarter Black wants to call me out for frosted tips. I'd rather be an aging, pathetic, old punk rocker than on Team Ezra Miller any day. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I know what I am. I'm totally okay with it. But you're on Team Ezra Miller. Dan Vask and Quarter Black Garrett. Look at that.
Oh, he's got stubble. Wearing a suit.
Oh my God, it was so loud.
Actually, look, he does look like a male at least.
Yeah.
Which he is.
But and you do see his ass like a lot. For one, okay, the running problem
It felt
is
like it came out of nowhere.
You do.
I mean,
well, I was thinking. Well,
is that
okay.
one of the positives about.
Let me tell you what the train of thought was. You said he looked masculine, and then in my head, I'm like, he doesn't look that masculine in the movie. And then I went right
No,
to.
I didn't say masculine. I said he looks like a man.
Okay, he looks like a man. And then
Which
in my
also
head, I'm just telling you how my fucking thought process went. And I'm saying, no, he looked pretty Ezra in the movie. And then I just went right to, oh fuck, that's right. He's like naked like Chris was not underselling that dude. They linger on his ass for a long time. And then there's the back shots of Flash running, and the running part has not been fixed. He still looks like freaking retarded running. And there's a big ass crack in his fucking costume. And and that's another thing Chris got right. Like, there's a lot of ass shots. There is, if you really look, when Supergirl's running around in her little smock, which she's supposed to have nothing on under, she's doing like scissor kicks. And I'm like, man, there must be a lot of motion blur between her legs. But you know the internet's going to look. The internet is going to look. I would look, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm
What
sure
a
there's just...
wonderful place the internet is.
Yes. Well, I mean, the internet, I'm counting on you. Okay. No, that's the first thing I'm thought of. I'm like, what? Ooh, she's doing a flip over scissor kick in her smock with no underwear on.
Could think of worse things.
Well, I'm a dude. Guilty as
Ezra Miller's
charged.
ass.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I'd rather look at that than Ezra Miller's ass for it's like a minute. It's on that. It's like, oh, okay, stop.
Isn't there an upskirt of Wonder Woman as well?
I didn't, there might be. I didn't catch that. I caught the one in the Snyder cut, but yeah, there would be when she Wonder Woman's in it. She shows up. She's on a bridge, and they're looking up. They're looking up at her standing on a bridge. So yeah, I guess you would have a opportunity. I missed that one. Oh well, it's all animated anyway.
You're gonna see Gal Gadot. And I don't even know if it was Gal Gadot that played.
Don't worry, Az. If you want to see more Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, she appears in Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
I'm okay.
I'll be fine.
It'll be right.
And
that's not even Gal Gadot.
It was. We talked about this. There's a scene where there is a stunt double, but it's literally not her. He's dreaming about her.
So
there is a scene where she actually does appear and she is in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's cringe. Don't worry.
So remember the initial Doctor Who 50th trailer where they're going through all the doctors and they're clearly CG animated, and this was made in 2013. That's what all the cameos look like. They all look like that Doctor Who 50th trailer. That's what they all look rubbery and like just 3D animation where they're just turning a figure like that. And it's uncanny valley. It's an uncanny singularity. It is bad. It is very bad. And the one thing that stands out is Ezra's face like bulging out of his fucking costume, which you've seen in the trailer, but bulging out of his mask. It doesn't look good. It's a better Flash costume than he's had.
Looks amazing though.
What was that?
The hot toy looks amazing.
Of Ezra Miller's Flash? You are not going to get that, are you?
It's fantastic. I've already got it.
Oh God, no.
I've already ordered it. Yeah.
You are. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Because I want to get. Do you know what, Gary?
Dude,
do you know what I want?
Sideshow.
Justice League.
Sideshow makes a Flash, a comic book Flash 1/6 scale. Just get that.
Get it.
Yes, you can. There's a thing called fucking eBay. You can buy one right now.
eBay, where it's a fucking fortune.
Oh, you know what? Don't buy the Flash from fucking Sideshow and save up for this.
Without the white eyes.
Fuck's sake. I'll send it to you for Christmas, which will be your birthday from last year, okay?
Okay, I'll expect it Disney 2029, Gary. He's still got my Christmas and birthday present.
Well, it's because you live in the middle of fucking nowhere and UPS doesn't ship to you. I got to ship it FedEx.
I thought you just meant Britain in general. I was like, we're not in the middle of nowhere.
He's up in the
I
north.
live in Squidly Poopsville in the United Kingdom.
Yep. Which is nowhere near diddly squat. So.
Good. That's the way I like it.
Mm-hmm. So that's Ezra.
Hi, Ezra.
Hi, Ezra.
Ezra.
So yeah, the Embracer group doing well.
Uh-huh.
They are laying people off.
Mm-hmm.
Want to whip that article out?
Looking to dump franchises.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I made her stop doing something. I can read it in the meantime. Layoffs to come. Layoffs to come at Lord of the Rings IP owner Embracer Group following restructuring. And they just bought them. They bought them about under a year ago, I believe.
Certainly there or thereabouts.
The Saul Vance Group, who had the Lord of the Rings rights and then gave the distribution rights to Warner Brothers, which they still have. They were not involved in the Amazon deal, who went directly to the Tolkien estate, and that's why Rings of Power, quite frankly, can't adapt things like the Silmarillion because they don't have rights to it. So they just make up their own shit while they're out there lying to all the Tolkien fandoms going, we go back to the book, back to the book, back to the book. Well, you know what? All they have rights to is appendices. That's it.
In all fairness, they might have gone back to the book, back to the book, back to the book, and gone, this is all the stuff we can't do.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So we'll just talk about a stone sinking and a boat floating because it can't look up or down or all around.
Why does a fucking boat float and a stone? Fuck off, you mentalist! Stupid! I'm gonna jump off a ship and swim across the fucking Atlantic Ocean. I hope everyone's okay. I hope I find, oh look, there's a raft. What a coincidence. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just gonna stand in front of this pyroclastic flow. I'm sure I'll be reet. Fuck this show.
And I run across.
You've never had that happen to you before.
No, I haven't swam across the ocean and come face to face with like Lucifer on a raft. So
I did that just yesterday.
you did?
I've been searching for hundreds of years for Sauron, and then you just jumped into the Atlantic Ocean and
you
happened
find
to come
him.
across the raft he was on. What a coincidence!
And then later in the show, we find out why she's been running around for 1,000 years because she never bothered to look at a fucking map. What?
You couldn't do the map sideways.
Hey man, women can't read maps. Look at this.
What a stupid cow! Seriously, what a stupid cow!
Oh my god!
They don't have maps where you're from, and I don't mean those type of maps that Hollywood love.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
5 minutes later.
Why are you gay?
Oh, dog. We have a dog.
Been here for a while.
Oh, I just noticed now.
She's been
Sorry.
tweeting pictures out.
A little busy working on a show.
Okay, though.
Layoffs and closures are imminent at Lord of the Rings IP owner Embracer Group as the Swedish outfit, well, Adam Krigler should go over and buy them, outfit unveils a restructure that will focus on cost savings, capital allocation, efficiency, and consolidation. In other words,
punishment.
Yeah, in other words, we overspent on a bunch of shit that's not making us any money. Now we need to lay people off and sell some of this shit because we're fucked. There you go. I should be a financial analyst. In a letter delivered to staff this morning, Embracer Group CEO Lars Wingfors Lars said it will be painful to see talented team members leave. Not for him, but for you. As he unveiled an interim COO and CSO structure that will drive the changes home. An executive management team led by a couple dudes, will work to implement a review over the coming months. That is such a corporate thing to do. You know, we need to lay people off. Let's hire 2 more people to help us restructure the layoffs. That's what they're fucking doing.
Dude, this is the world. I got a phone call today from a delivery service to tell me that I was going to get an email from them. And I'm just like, why?
Can't you tell me now?
Why are you telling? It's going to come through and I'm going to see it. Why do you need to call me to say we're sending you an email?
So they hired 2 people to fire people. An executive management team will work to implement a review over the coming months, taking the lead on the consolidation and structure. The number of layoffs at the circa 17,000 staff outfit were not detailed in the letter, which said it was too early to give an exact forecast on this, but I'm guessing the diversity and inclusion department will be the first to go.
First to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see something in the region of 4,000 to 6,000 go.
Probably, and then shortly after they'll sell the rights. The restructure is
Amazon.
To fucking Amazon. To fucking Amazon. Which still will not be able to produce anything as long as Warner Brothers makes Lord of the Rings stuff. The restructure is being divided into different phases over the next 9 months, focusing on cost savings, capital allocation, efficiency, and quality. We already said this. So you guys fucked up. You spent too much money. You thought you were going to make a bunch of money off Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power came out and fucking fuck that. And then, like, what did you license out to Grand Wizards of the Coast? Is that them too? Did you license out Black Aragorn and Black King Theoden? And then you
Black Arwen.
You made the Easterlings white with red hair.
Black Mary.
Can't imagine why you're not making any money.
No. Grand Wizards of the Coast are really racist.
Yeah, it's like them and Call of Duty right now. Call of Duty.
Well, in all fairness, Call of Duty are not racist. They're just sex offenders and pedophiles.
Okay. They're all bad. But yes, there is a
Do you know
distinction
how many
there.
sex allegations have been filed against Activision?
It doesn't matter because they support Pride Month as.
Okay.
But
700 though.
700
on a number.
700.
Was Wilt Chamberlain working there? What the fuck's going on?
Fucking Jimmy Savile, maybe.
Jimmy. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain's partners were all willing and adults.
Yeah, but it's okay because you can put up a bunch of flags that look like your country's just been fucking invaded, and it's all good. But their country has been invaded, I guess.
The first phrase will look at cost cuttings, maybe phase. The second will, it says phrase though. The first phrase will look at cost.
They don't have editors for this shit.
They don't.
I might have edited it.
The second will analyze specific actions, and the third will be focused on internal consolidation. We got that. So the Swedish video game outfit generated headlines last year when it acquired Middle-earth Enterprises, a division of the Saul Zaentz company, which owned the intellectual property catalog and worldwide rights to Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. The company is releasing the likes of Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 over the coming year.
I am looking forward to that. Space Marine 2. Oh, yeah.
They better make some money.
Looking good as well.
Is it?
But they also had the rights for Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Or they were trying to acquire the rights. No, I think they did acquire it. Yeah, from Crystal.
They did.
Bought
they did.
Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix Montreal, and not Eidos, Crystal Dynamics. So there's one that I'm forgetting. But they got the rights for Tomb Raider, and that's in a nowhere place at the moment.
A nowhere place.
It is. It's just in the void at the moment. That franchise. Because the first one, the reboot, did well, and I actually liked the first one because I thought we were going to start, developing Lara, but they regressed her in the next two, and the third one didn't sell well. The third one of that new trilogy sold very poorly.
A sad story. Would you recommend any of the three?
I did enjoy the first one, like I said, because it seemed to be a story of somebody who was not new to this survival business, trying to learn to survive, and they did actually gradually progress her throughout the course of
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we're talking video games, Gary. See you later.
You'll be fine.
They did progress her throughout the course of the game, and then by the end of the game, we were seeing glimpses of how Lara, is Lara Croft. And then the second one, she's just this like PTSD wreck, and no, the second one was really tough to get through, and I didn't even finish the third one. I just gave up on the third one.
Do you remember the first one's often cited as like an example of ludonarrative dissonance because you kill a guy for the first time and she's like, you know, it has a huge impact on her, and then you cut to gameplay and you're just killing everybody, just like boom, boom, boom. It's one of the best examples of how to explain ludonarrative dissonance as well, because a lot of people are like, what the fuck does that mean? It's just like, well, just when the gameplay is clashing with the narrative, basically.
That's Watch Dogs 2, because in Watch Dogs 2 you start off breaking into a server room to get your criminal record because the cops are framing you for shit that you didn't do, and you're just killing people along the way.
I think another one that most games can suffer from is like when you're in a cutscene, suddenly you have like very shit health and you can't deal with many enemies at all. It's like say Uncharted, right? Like one guy gets a gun to your head. It's like if I was playing, I'd be fine. Like, but if it's a cutscene, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Britain's greatest.
Britain's greatest. 6p. I had to get. I had to get this. Well, because the cover is rad, and yeah, it's a little bigger. It's very British. That
magazine size.
Yep. And I got a couple things for my kid to read. This is an excellent story. This story was fucking amazing. And then got a set.
Crisis. You got the nice. Have you got the extra part? Is that all? Is that 13 or 12?
This one is. I'll find out.
Because you can get the like. There is another part that you can get.
Yes, there is. Well, I have
bios and whatnot.
In my collection. I have every crossover. The Red Sky, you know, the Red Sky crossover. That whole phrase of like the only thing it was like in one issue the sky turned red and it was considered a Crisis crossover, and that pissed a bunch of retailers off. So this is 12. Only 12.
Okay.
Only 12.
There is like a bio one you can get. Which has,
and I got some Superman Treasury Edition, or they're not called Treasury Editions with DC, but
yeah.
I had to get those. This one, as you'll like. Got a Betty Page.
Betty Page. Hello. Yes. Nice.
Yep.
Ooh, that outfit.
Yep.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome.
So this guy lives near me, too. I found out he lives near me. I'm like, oh, we're going to talk, dude. We got to talk. Although I can't. I shouldn't be buying anything for 6 months. But, yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Including, remember male Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of that.
Marvel.
Buckaroo Banzai. Comic book adaptation. A lot of weird stuff. And like, if I was going to write a comic for Marvel, this would be the dude I would write a comic for. Deathlock. Freaking love Deathlock. Weird, cool character. But I won't be, because fuck Marvel.
Remember Death's Head?
Yep. I got that whole set.
So fucking cool when it came to the Transformers, when he crossed over into the Transformers.
What's this? Oh, yeah. I got a Daredevil #2.
Ooh.
CGC to go with my Daredevil #1 CGC.
Yeah.
I did all right. I had a good haul.
What grade was that?
I was low. 3.5. 3.5.
It's all right. It's all right. Whatever. You know, just wondering on the grade. That's all. No judgment. Ah, yeah.
And then my favorite one. I love this cover so much. George Perez. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. It's good shit. The battle you never thought you'd see. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to bag and board some of it now, since that's the name of the show. Oh, dude.
It is. What?
So you're going to see The Flash tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to go see The Flash. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do one of them video type things.
What a nerd.
I know, right?
Gonna give him a little talk about it.
I think the
There's gonna be
Flash.
merch.
I think
Was there any merch?
summing it up, it's the very definition of nostalgia bait. Like if they put nostalgia bait in the electronic dictionary, it will show the Flash.
My problem is it's got the Flash in it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Is it has the Flash? It has 2 Flashes in it.
Yes. Oh God. Yeah. Not just one. Ooh.
There's 2 Ezra Millers.
It does have Fiora in it. So.
Oh, does she pop in?
Yeah.
Okay, her face bobbing around on a CG body is in it.
Hey, she recorded that.
She did.
Follow her on Instagram.
I'm sure
Oh,
you do.
She actually did like participate for filming in some ways. Oh, cool.
Yeah. She you can tell when it's not. I mean, half-assed would be a little bit unfair, but you know when they start projects off and like with Karen Gillan with Guardians, she shaved all the head off and all that sort of stuff.
She shaved her head off.
When she shaved it, she shaved her head off. She cut her head off. She cut her head off for it. Yeah. And they put a new head on her. And then there was some amazing bits when you're seeing the making of Man of Steel, and I can't pronounce her name. I know she's German. I can't pronounce her name.
Hot German chick. That's fine.
Hot German chick. It's showing her working out for Man of Steel, and she's like going through this rigorous training, and it's fantastic. And she's already had her hair cut and cut and dyed for the movie, so you can tell they've already done that part. The only bit I've seen of her for the Flash movie is sat in a makeup chair having a wig put on, and it's just like, yeah, you can tell when they're just like, I'm only here for a day.
Yep.
I'm not cutting my hair. Anything, just put a wig on me. I'll be good. God bless.
Bless. Yeah. Well, she's not in it very much, dude. Zod isn't in it very much. Like, he's talked about a lot, but he's not in it very much.
Dude, I will say what Michael Shannon ended up saying. Just how could that not put you off watching?
I know, dude.
I saw loads of comments people being like, "Why the fuck is he allowed to say this when the movie's just releasing?" It's like, I don't know. He doesn't give a fuck.
Because he doesn't give a fuck, and he's probably worried about his career.
It'd be interesting what Michael Keaton says about this,
dude. Well, I mean, the fact that he like did Birdman and now he's in this, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't make that shit up,
uncanny.
dude.
That is
I know,
weird.
It's insane.
They must have backed up so much money. Just a big truck of money.
They need to make a Birdman 2 and predict the future again.
Electric Boogaloo. But I mean, when we saw, I mean, I think, have we all seen Birdman here?
Yep.
Yes.
Apart from Exo Girl, obviously. I think it's an absolutely fantastic film.
Yep.
Absolutely
It's
fantastic.
an incredible achievement for filmmaking.
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
And when you saw it, and you know that you could supplant Batman instead of Birdman with Michael Keaton, as you know, and you could pretend that this was actually Michael Keaton. So you could kind of do that, and you were just thinking, wow, we're never gonna see Keaton as Batman again. But this guy
in this universe, we're thinking about it. It's like a. And it was a commentary as well on things at the time, like nostalgia bait and dragging up old fossils and stuff. But then it became real, just one-to-one real.
It did. It's weird. And let's keep in mind why he left Batman in the first place, because Tim Burton wasn't involved. He didn't like the script. And
well, I've been watching some stuff recently about that, and it was a little bit more than that. They were basically saying, Tim, you don't really want to do another Batman movie. And he's like, well, I do. I'm like, yeah, but really though, you don't really. And they're like, oh, you don't want me to make another movie. And he said, and after the meeting I had, I was like, okay, I won't do another movie.
Yep. Right after he made the best Batman movie. Right?
Yeah. Batman Returns is the best Batman movie. Fight me. Come at me.
Yeah.
You've seen the Hot Toys releasing all the costumes from the movie as well. all of them.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
Sorry, because I thought it was
The
my hot
costumes
take to
from
say that you prefer Returns to Dark Knight as?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I tell you why, Morley. Well, in a very TLDR way, Batman Returns, I think, is the kind of closest comic-wise you're gonna get. You've got to Batman, apart from the killing bit. You take the killing bit out, but it's that sort of style. There was a very because obviously Anton first did the style of Gotham for the first one, and then the second one they sort of went to that neo-German sort of style. But I think I like the darkness of it. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman is just superb. Danny DeVito's the Penguin is absolutely spot on. It was like
Max Schreck.
I love Max Schreck.
No,
and I can't believe that I've just bought a Batcave, a Lego Batcave, which they've just released. This huge Lego Batcave, which is actually based on the Batman Returns Batcave. And I now have a Lego Max Schreck figure.
Neat.
Which is, because Christopher Walken's just epic. He's just absolutely epic.
It's one of my favorite roles from him because it's like the only one where I've seen him play a normal person. He always plays like
I wouldn't call Max Schreck normal, but okay.
He's absolutely normal. He's got he's just vicious, right? Like he kills people. But he's like, remember, we're in Gotham. He's dealing with the Penguin, Catwoman, and Batman. He is normal by comparison.
Okay, comparatively, yes. Okay, yeah.
And especially compared to his other performances, right? Like Christopher Walken is often very crazy, but he's the sane one out of the lot.
Oh my god!
And never forget, as he does give himself up for his son.
I mean, that's great. That's but because it's about his legacy, it's about the Shrek legacy. You know, so
the Shrek legacy.
It is. Yeah, I mean, and then he turned green, and then boom, there you go. The costume in Batman Returns is the best Batman costume they've done, apart from Ben Affleck's Batman v Superman one, which if they put the pants on would have made it a 15 out of 10. But you can't beat Batman Returns, man. Nearly everything
Which
about
is
it is
interesting, right? Because it's my favorite Batman, and I got no compliments to its faithfulness. I just really love the movie.
To me, it was like watching a sort of Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams-ish. If they were to be let loose on a Batman movie, and obviously you got a little bit of studio interference, you're always going to have that. But they had such an incredible team behind the creation of this, and it really came from a good place. And I thought it was great to actually
you know what?
Go really dark on that one.
Everyone remembers Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, Danny DeVito's Penguin. Like these get referenced all the time. It's quite an impactful movie, and it's fucking dark in a good way.
In a good way, yeah. In a good way. Yeah, the ending, the relationship with Selena and Bruce was phenomenal.
Oh, I felt that's the Batman movie I felt the most for Bruce as a character, which I feel like is sorely lacking in a lot of Batman films.
It's great. It's great where I mean, I love the scene where they're dancing. I mean, it's great. Bruce Wayne turns up in just a tux, and everyone else is dressed up, and they've got their masks. But of course, Bruce Wayne is wearing his mask because Bruce Wayne is the mask, and Batman is the reality. So there was that lovely little bit of metaphor. But when he's dancing with Michelle Pfeiffer, and they have that little exchange where they talk about, eating mistletoe can be deadly, but a kiss can be even deadly. And they bounce that back off each other from when they were fighting in their suits, and they realize who they are. And there's that one, and the Susie and the Banshees is playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just have that wonderful moment where they just sort of pull away from each other as they realize who they are. And Michelle Pfeiffer's so damaged in it, but brilliantly damaged in it. And then he just grabs her and he pulls her close. And it's just that little bit of relationship building was superb. And then at the end, she's like, Bruce, I would love to go with you and live in your castle, happily ever after. But this story doesn't have a happy end. And the way that she turns, because the way that she's been, she's kind of living a dual identity. Michelle Pfeiffer was just...
She nailed it.
Just beyond epic.
She ruined it for all other Catwoman attempts in future.
Well, I mean, Anne Hathaway can't hold a candle to that performance.
That wasn't Catwoman. That was just some lady who was like wearing little cat ears.
She looked good. She looked sexy.
Well, she's Anne Hathaway, so.
Yes, but it's Batman Returns. I could talk about Batman. I could really get going with Batman Returns, man.
We should do an episode on it sometime. Remember Doctor Who top?
Oh shit, that's today, Gary. Oh well,
that's today.
There's lots going on, folks.
Next week, let's do it next week.
We're talking about Batman Returns next week.
No, we're talking about Doctor Who top 5, and then we'll talk about Batman Returns.
Well, probably.
Oh shit, yeah.
But we could do the Doctor Who top 5. We owe the people that.
We'll do it in the first hour. Let's get it done in the first hour, and then the 2 hours 2 and 3 will be discussing.
And that way, I get to watch my top 5 again, which I'm totally okay with.
And I'm just gonna watch Batman Returns as my homework.
I just want to get done with my Flash review so I can watch fucking Clarkson's Farm tonight.
X-Ray Girl, that's been happening a couple of times. If you refresh, it should be okay.
What's the matter?
It's just there's little glitch. YouTube's a little glitchy.
Did her porn freeze up?
Yes.
Again?
Absolutely. That's why I've been silent this entire time.
In all fairness, you did use your 9 words up on the intro.
You did. You did. Boogeyman665T for $20 says Hollywood needs to stop race swapping characters in the movies. They do. I made a video on it a couple of a week ago. Apparently somebody has responded. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Your videos have been superb recently.
Thank you.
You saying his old videos suck?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wow. I went and peeked in at my very first video. Well, my first video isn't up anymore because it got copyright hit, and I took it down a long time ago. But I took a look at my very first, which is an Ash versus Evil Dead review, and I was like, "Oh, come a long way, kiddo."
I got an email from YouTube this morning. Saying that one of your videos has been age restricted.
Yep.
And it was one of my Last of Us TV show reviews.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Took him a while on that one.
Yeah. No, that happens once in a while. It's the algorithm. Race swapping characters it's Hollywood at its lowest common denominator. It is progress by giving you hand-me-downs and essentially, and Eric July said this a lot, it ends up being technically more racist because you're saying the white character, for example, Captain America, Steve Rogers is Captain America. When you're giving it, when you give it to Falcon, when you give it to the Falcon, an original black character, and you give him a mantle from a white man, what you're saying is you weren't good enough as the Falcon. Here is the white man's garb. Now you're legitimate.
Yes. That's
which
exactly
is why, by the
what
way,
it says.
It made way more sense with Bucky because he's trying to shed the Winter Soldier moniker because it's a bad one. It's a negative one.
That's where they were going. That's where they were going. And in the comics, he becomes Captain America, a very different Captain America that, quite frankly, was very popular. And people were completely okay with Bucky being Cap after being really pissed that they brought him back. But Brubaker did a good job
to write it in a way that would be satisfying for the audience, I think, especially with how the MCU would run it. Like, I could just buy it so much more. I could buy John Walker much more than I could Falcon. They fucking stole that shield off him. They broke his arm.
John Walker becomes Captain America as well. So,
he was briefly in that show, but that was...
Then he was too white.
Do you guys remember the scene where they just leave him for dead? Him and Lamar, his friend.
Yep.
They come in to save them, and then Falcon Winter Soldier just ditch them for dead. That show bad.
It is bad.
It was abysmal.
And guess what?
So hard to watch.
They gave it a fucking movie. They gave it a movie. And this is how you know a character can't hold up a movie on its own anymore. You fill it with a bunch of other characters. You fill it with a bunch of other characters. A Flash movie, your first solo Flash movie ever should have been a Flash movie. Your Flash, origin, reverse Flash, really basic stuff. Set up his supporting characters. It should not be a Batman movie. So that's what it is.
But for the thing, when you want to play with Flashpoint, and this isn't Flashpoint, let's just be honest. This is nothing close to Flashpoint.
No, don't even.
If you want to play with Flashpoint, then you are jumping so far ahead of where you need to be with the film. It should have been Eobard Thawne versus Barry Allen.
Yep.
That's what it should have been. We should have been working out the minutiae of the death of Barry Allen's mother.
Yep.
Before we even did any of that business. And Disney have just announced that Sarah Polley is in talks to direct a live-action Bambi.
What? Oh.
Film.
A live-action Bambi?
Yes.
What?
They're
How are
gonna
they
get
not
the
learning?
Deer Girl
Stop.
from Twitch.
And by live action, they mean not remotely live action.
Wait. The director of Women Talking
Yes.
is going to do what?
Bambi's talking.
You know who's not doing any talking? Bambi's mum.
Oh.
Boom. Too soon. Maybe.
Ouch.
Oh my lord.
Hey, well, that Little Mermaid's killing it at the cinema right now.
Hey, yeah, Disney. Disney's getting it going.
It's drowning.
It's drowning. Miles Morales drowned the Little Mermaid.
It did.
Isn't because I was asking Frank about this. You know the Marvels, isn't it a week before and after Dune and something else? It's
Yep.
like easily gonna crush it.
Ooh.
I was just like, are they like what a stupid project the Marvels is. What a failure of an idea. Like
I don't know how Dune 2's gonna do though, because it didn't do great at the cinema, the first one.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to do either.
As bad as Marvels though.
No. I mean, in terms of, I don't think it's going to financially hurt the Marvels.
More than the Marvels will financially hurt itself.
I was gonna say that's the thing. It's like how much really damage needs to be done. You know, how much of there is there going to be like, oh, everyone's going to see Thingy instead of Marvels? It's like, who's going to go see Marvels anyway?
I saw Dune 2 twice. Sorry, not Dune 2 at all. I saw Dune twice at the cinema because I thought it was such a spectacle to see at the cinema. I thought it was absolutely incredible. So I went twice to see it at the cinema.
Mm-hmm. Will you go to see Marvels twice?
I'm debating whether or not to go with my friend Captain Jack Sparrow to see it.
Good God, man. I still can't quite believe it's happening because I think if you knew everything as it came, like you didn't look ahead, know all the release dates and the plans and the projects and the meta. If you were just someone who goes to the cinema every day, you'd be like, well, every time a Marvel movie comes out, you'd be like, man, they're in trouble. I wonder what next. You know, what's the next bang? Because Guardians, that's like an up, and it's like, what are they doing now? Because they need to start, banking on safe choices. They need to do some things that'll bring people in. You're like, oh, it's the Marvels.
Yeah, it's the Marvels, dude.
It's just a remnant of like a really bad idea from years ago. And they just have to do it now.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem is they can't turn these things around on a dime anymore, and they are stuck. They've got so much money into them that they have to go through with it on the rare occasion. Like that's why Batgirl was such a weird thing, an anomaly. The movie was done. It was essentially done.
Not about 97% done. Yeah.
Do you think we will ever see even hundreds of years from now?
No, they destroyed it, which is crazy because it has Michael Keaton Batman all over it.
He wasn't in it for long, though, at all, apparently. He was in it for very briefly in it.
I was shown something.
Mm.
You want to hear it?
Mm.
Well, it's not from the movie itself. It was a video. It's out there. I think it's out there. Of the Batmobile being backed out of the trailer for the first time, and Michael Keaton looking at it and filming it. Kind of in his bat costume, no cape, no cowl. But he's seeing it for the first time, and he's got his camera out, and he's filming it. So he's like into it. Like he was into it.
I thought he wasn't, generally speaking, didn't care about any of this stuff.
He got paid, so I don't think he cares.
Well, yeah, he cares about that.
I don't think he cares, but I think, maybe he feels different about Batman. Listen, if you go back in time, kids, and you remember, it's not like Michael Keaton's career was on this like trajectory, right? Like Batman put him on the fucking map. Like he was just known as a silly comedian. Now he might have been he was guy, and it was Batman that brought him like possibly more serious roles. He was great in Jackie Brown, and I thought that would get him more stuff, and it didn't. But he was fantastic in that movie.
And then Birdman put him back on the map again.
Yes, it did.
But yeah, he was Mr. Mom. It was Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom
was cast as Batman.
That's what they said. They said Mr. Mom is Batman.
Yeah. Gung Ho. Is it Gung Ho?
Gung Ho?
Yeah, I love that. I fucking love that film.
It's a great movie.
It just really shits all over American industry.
It does.
But it shows that people are really willing to try. Aye, nice.
There she is.
As a woman.
I got to put her next to the Rocketeer. So
I saw a bait tweet yesterday. Came across my timeline where somebody had posted 2 pictures of females. And it said, these are 2 AI females. Which one do you prefer? Fight somebody. Yeah, that's the Tyson thing. And the one on the left was clearly not an AI woman. It was a very thin, flat-chested woman in a bikini.
Dylan
and then the
Mulvaney?
one on the right-hand side was a curvaceous woman. And if there was a vote, there was a poll on it. So I'm like, I'm going to vote. Right. I don't want no fucking skinny, flat-chested fucking woman. I don't want a Justin Bieber boy. And it was like the poll was just resoundingly the one on the right, which was the non-female, which was the AI female.
So it was a man?
No, it wasn't a man.
I thought that's where you're going with it.
It was just one of those bait ones where just like, do you want some twig, some flat-chested twig, which is AI, which wasn't AI, or do you want an actual woman that has some meat on her bones and some curves? And everyone's just, we'll go for the meat and the bones.
Meat and the bones. Ian So Forth has donated 50 British pounds. That's proper money. A lingering ass shot. I'm guessing one of the writers went literal with the Flash.
Oh,
it is lingering, dude. It is like to the point where I averted my eyes. I'm like, I don't want to see what every Hollywood producer has seen.
Hey, I was wondering when he gets that. I bet Ezra Miller was really into it.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Or maybe vice versa. Hey, he's a they, them.
Horny Alf for $4.99. Gary, it was great to meet you in Dallas. It was great to meet you as well. I hope Az can make it to the States sometime for a meetup. All hail the Legion of Memers. Hail the Legion of Memers, by the way. You guys are great. And it was really good time. We the farm and feed place was fantastic. They invited us back because they had their best day ever. The best day ever. They were singing SpongeBob's The Best Day Ever. No, it was very busy. So they're like, oh, we have another room. We had a tournament in. We're gonna give you the whole bar next time. So we got the whole place next time.
That's you guys.
That's you guys. Hail. The Smeegs for $10. First off, I want to say, hail Eric and the Rippaverse. Hail Eric and the Rippaverse. ISOM 2 looks dope. So much for one being a flash in the pan. Amazing launch despite continued server issues. Got a good haul with limited ones. I got a decent haul. I had to order it stuff separately. I got Perry a hat.
It's back up again, by the way.
Okay, what's the total?
Let me just go. Okay, of course. What a campaign. It's
not up for me.
861,744.
So it would have been $1 million by now if the site didn't have. Yeah, Eric sounded kind of pissed. He's like, "There's no excuse for this."
I got a gateway timeout on mine.
Yeah, it's a good problem.
The campaign will still be out for.
I know, but what I wanted's gone. Because I haven't been able to log on.
Heiny Hole for $5 says, "Hello, Rags."
He would say hi.
He would say hi. We got to bring him on sometime. We need to bring Rags on sometime.
I loved his video recently about the
Yes.
the women.
Oh
the
my
gamer
God.
girl, the gamer.
Oh.
I
Oh
was
my God.
laughing myself.
When it
stupid.
said like, you know, blah 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 of female British gamers, it's like, why is that a category?
I knew it'd be great when he said, "Remember Bully Hunters?" And I was like, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah."
I actually contacted SteelSeries. I contacted SteelSeries and said, "Hey, do you have any of those Bully Hunter headphones?" And they were like, "No, they didn't go into production." Like,
why?
I really, really wanted one of those Bully Hunter
Right.
headphones. I was gonna wear them with honor.
Can we quickly remind the world of what Bully Hunters was? 'Cause
Absolutely.
There's a lot of kids in the audience, okay? A lot of kids in the audience who have no idea what you're talking about. Do you want to
No,
do
you
it,
go.
or should I?
Yeah, you do. You can do
Okay,
it.
so you're gonna have to fill in blanks if I get this wrong. But Bully Hunters was an idea, a great idea for women by women, where you know when you're on your video game and you go on the line and you say something as a woman, and then another guy goes, "Ha! Get in the kitchen, sandwich maker," and then you go, "Ah!" and you run
Sandwich
off.
maker.
You leave the room because you can't handle it. Well,
You've been bullied. You've been bullied.
yeah, and there's nothing you can do until now. Bully Hunters is an organization of women by women for women in a room made by women with computers, where they
Made by Chinese children.
Where only women can bully women?
I'm about to explain this, and there's gonna be people in chat who'll be like, "This isn't real." It's like, it happened. You can find the videos. So the way it works is there's a whole bunch of computers with all these women playing, and then you as a Bully Hunters subscriber will be like, "Help! Help! I'm being bullied by a man on the internet," and then they will send one of their agents to join whatever the game is you're playing, which is already just like, what? How? And then it's like they'll join and they will bully that man. They'll come in and go, "Hey, you fucker!"
Well,
Stop that."
these are top brass female gamers.
Yes.
And they will enter the game that you're playing, as MauLer said. How? Don't know. But they will enter the game that you are playing, and then they will kill the bully, and they will send them a message saying, "Bullying's not funny."
Oh my God.
Hashtag bullyhunters.com.
Bullying's not fun. But they made it so funny.
But they made it so funny.
Yes. I was like, I'm going to bully every woman I see on the internet.
Yeah, for anybody who wanted to know what happened, the organization failed.
I am shocked.
On that night, by
Surprise
the way.
there.
On the release night.
I'm pretty sure it was like CSGO that they gave it as example, and it's like, I'm sorry, what? Like, you're playing CSGO a match, and you're just like, "Oh, fuck off, woman," and then they're like, "Oh, I'm calling my Bully Hunter on you." Like,
because they're like, "Oh yeah, we're just hearing that we've actually got something in progress right now," and it was all staged.
Yeah.
It was all staged, of course. It wasn't
embarrassing.
even legitimate. You know, you got some guy running around going, "Women are poo."
Got him.
You're infiltrating now. Yeah, go back to the kitchen, wench. We're in, and look at that. Look, she just executed a unbelievable knife move on him, and then typed in, "Bullying is not funny." Hashtag bully hunters.
Got him.
Referring to women as sandwich maker might be my new favorite thing.
My God.
I just don't know how women can survive on the internet with insults like that. I
Oh,
just don't know what they're
God.
supposed to do. And yeah, Rags' video just covers like women have been told like to kill themselves, and we're all sitting here like, yeah, everyone does all the time.
And
that's like a hello on the internet.
Have you ever played Modern Warfare?
have you ever played Fortnite?
Leave them
Dude,
children alone.
You should see Dr. Disrespect when he used to play it before he uninstalled it. And then because you get the death cam voices. So if you kill somebody, they can speak for like 2 seconds. And
Oh.
all manner of shit gets said. And it was like 3 out of 4 women get bullied. Or 25% of it's like 75% of women that go online get bullied. I'm like, that's nice. Probably 100% of men do.
Yeah.
Remember when
But
they
it was just a massive scam to sell headphones, Steel Series Bully Hunter headphones.
Well, and in this case, it seemed like it was just to sell broadband. It's like,
Yeah.
how does that even translate? Whose idea was that?
You're being told to kill yourself. What you need is a better
like-
internet connection.
Sometimes you're like, are you guys spending thousands of dollars just to make us laugh? Like, what's happening?
Did you know 1/4 of all women are raped? Buy Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
Also, what was funny was Rax looking at this
You
site.
can feel better after getting sodomized with a nice
What the
Diet
hell?
Coke.
Oh God.
Rax explained to the video, like, if you click their links for the UK, it would take you to all these statistics about how women are horribly abused online. And you scroll down far enough, and then it would finally be like, well, broadband. Just saying, you can buy it here if you want. Yeah. But the American version, I don't know why, or at least his version, like, it wouldn't load any of the statistics stuff. So it literally is just like, don't be mean to women. Click here, and then it's like, buy broadband. It's like,
yes.
like, what the fuck?
What broadband was it?
A little bit more.
Does anybody
I know
remember?
that thing that it did though. That room where all the guys are outside when the guys are playing, they're just like, "Oh, go kill yourself. Oh, get in the kitchen, make me."
I thought that was so funny.
And then it just finished. Went, what you've just seen
Is bullying.
wasn't real.
No way.
Really? That wasn't real? Fuck.
And they could
But
have found.
it is in real life.
Women mean things are said to women
Women
every
dead
day.
victims.
You can stop this by buying broadband.
By buying broadband. A better
by
internet
buying the
connection will
headphones.
end bullying now. End racism. Watch Black Panther. Oh, they did that.
And it
I
didn't
watched
end
Black
racism.
Panther and I wanted to be more racist.
This is a good name. Terrified 38 for $9.99. $9.99. First time listener, long time super chatter. Just had to drop in to say, MauLer, your EFAP of Lord of the Rings Gollum had me crying laughing several times at work. Looking forward to seeing Gary play. Can't wait to play. I'm sure it might be a different experience because I'm not sure I'm going to notice if anything's wrong with the game, dude.
But we will.
Macabre Society for $17.76. I got the I Want It All bundle at launch. Motherfuckers rubbing it in like that. Unfortunately, the signed and slabbed cover C is sold out. It is. Eric, I know you're really busy with like some website issues and everything, but I want it all. Eric K for $5 just bought my first comic yesterday, Rippaverse ISOM 1 and 2 since Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, including since Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns, including foil number 2. So you haven't bought a comic since the 80s.
Yeah.
No, the second Dark Knight. So that came
that
out in
was
the 90s.
90s?
90s, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that very much. The Adams stuff was pretty cool, but
Second and the third, no.
Beard-
Master Race.
did you ever read Holy Terror? Yeah. Beard for $2. MauLer, have you read the comics Gary and Az sent? Oh, I haven't sent that. They're right behind
I haven't
Az's
gone
birthday.
Gary's one. I
sent some, didn't
I was asked kind of a question. It felt like it came out of open bar that this question came up, but just the we gonna remember longbow hunters? Remember like that?
Yes. I saw somebody in chat today say, "When's part 2 of Longbow Hunter?"
We should do a makeup. We'll do just a makeup one and just do it all.
Well, and I was saying, like, if ever you guys wanted to do an episode, it was like read X comic, Y comic. I'm ready to do so. We can.
I gotta send you those Guardians ones. I bought you a bunch. I gotta send them. They're really good. The Abnett Guardians Galaxies stuff is good.
Have you read the ones I sent you?
Not yet, no.
Okay,
But he will.
we can have a real BBC comic special.
We should do.
This is the thing. I was kind of
real.
I was kind of hoping to do something with them, so to speak. Like I don't know. If the thing is, we've got so many fucking things going on anyway. But just it would be cool to like read one, talk about it next week. Read one, talk about it. You know what I mean? The only problem, of course, being it's a very long story, right? So you have to listen to me speculate, like without.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You
know. The Paladin for $10. Hail all! I'm building my demo Leviathan box set while listening to y'all. So many bugs and space marines, but they look great. Also, just got Spider-Man 191 and 196 signed by Marv Wolfman last week. That's awesome. Marv's a legend. Was. Eric K for $2. Gary, Come on, Gary. Everyone loves a happy ending. Hey now.
In a Thai massage, please.
They do, yeah. If you're getting a massage, but by a girl. Well, I'm just speaking for myself.
Why did he need to call it?
Because you're here.
As likes different things to Gary. It's fine.
A great con for $2 Australian.
Wait, you've had 9 words. Button it.
As you keep getting skinnier and skinnier. Yeah, he's dropping the poundage.
Just don't Kevin Smith it and lose your mind.
Yeah, don't start crying at every. Don't come back from the Flash this week going.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was. Look! I gotta show my fucking baked fucking tear face and claim that I'm crying.
Nerds and Normies for $5. Hail! Campia exposed clip my chat to Campia. Look up John Campia admits his haters are the reason he is relevant. I think our clip from
that's a stupid thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm only relevant because people talk about how fucking dumb I am.
Yeah, too.
Not the best one, John. You can think of a better one than that.
I feel bad for him now.
Hey, John, why don't you try something new like keep your word? Why don't you keep your word? Try that. With people that you hire, maybe try keeping your word. And give them what you... No? Okay, you don't want to do that. No? Greedy? Yeah? All for you. Gotcha. You're going to pay all your content now because of that? Oh. Good luck.
Jake Skywalker for $1.99. As, did you see the rack on that dude at the White House?
Nice rack. Sadly, they have not been invited back to the White House. I preferred the person stood next to them with the chest scars going all the way across there. That is such a good look. Nothing says I have all my mental faculties like scars going from one side of your chest to the other. Stunning and Brave 2023.
The Crying Game. Former Star Wars fan, Streamlabs,
way too much.
for $25 says, thanks for all of your movie/show reviews. You've saved me a lot of heartache watching crap firsthand that has names of things I've loved my whole life and now trashed. When I see shows you review, I resonate 100% with your takes, so I'm not crazy. No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy.
Crazy.
This has been going on, and
we are. I just remember Jonathan Frakes in that episode of TNG.
We are at the end.
Crazy.
You're not, and we're at the end times of this. This is now on its way out. Look for Marvel to seriously shuffle, if not like completely redo their plans. They now have an opportunity. The strike, the delay. They've renamed stuff before. Kevin Feige has come out and said, "Hey, we're going to hire quality writers now." And focus on quality over quantity.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
You know how we say to people, if you've got the will, create a YouTube channel? Well, YouTube have just lowered the requirements to become a partner.
What? Really?
Did it?
Why?
Yeah, they've now lowered it to 500 subscribers.
Oh, good.
Instead of 4,000. No, sorry, instead of
It's
1,000.
It's
That's
1,000.
halved.
What about the watch hours?
Watch hours has been reduced from 4,000 to 3,000. So 25% reduction of that. And you must have had 3 uploads, public uploads, within the last 90 days.
So what brought this big change on?
Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Did you guys see Twitch fucking killing themselves recently?
Yeah.
Again. Again. Oh God, it's just like I never get underestimated the whole thing. But like, I just like, are you doing this on purpose? Do you want to lose? Are you out? It's like, are you tanking your own business? What are you doing?
I mean, do we blame Twitch or do we blame Amazon?
I don't fucking know. But I feel like Twitch is actually gonna die, like outright.
I do.
And we've watched it slash its wrists over and over and over again over the past several years.
Mm-hmm. I think it's on borrowed time. Big time borrowed time at the minute.
Yeah, the next thing I think people are expecting to happen is that Twitch Prime subs are going to be squirreled away. That's going to stop because it's like a money sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of fascinating to me
because you got to pay to be a partner.
It's so interesting to look back because like we've been here the whole time, so to speak, with the internet, with YouTube and alternatives. And when Twitch came out, I was like, okay, cool, YouTube and Twitch. And then, do you remember the time? I want to say it's like 3 years ago, maybe, where it was like, yeah, you don't like the rules of Twitch and YouTube? Well, where the fuck are you gonna go? And it's like, well, now we have other places people are going. And so, yeah, YouTube wisening up, being like, we need to stay competitive, we need to offer things. Like, that's probably the way to go. Twitch is the other side of the story, where it's gonna, I don't know, shrivel up and die. Or make some serious changes. That's going to have to be what it is. But I haven't been on Twitch in fucking forever. How about you guys?
No, I remember it was just in TV, mate. I was watching. I was on Twitch for the first time in a long time the other day when it was the Final Fantasy 16 pre-launch celebration, and I was excited, and I was told it was going to be on their Twitch channel. So I was watching on the Twitch channel, and then we found out after about half an hour or so that it was also on their YouTube channel, so just shut down Twitch and just put up the YouTube channel.
I remember watching Games Done Quick a lot back in the day, like really long ago. But didn't that organization like cancel a whole bunch of people? Like, I mean, they get canceled and then they're not allowed to do their speed runs and stuff, and it's just like, ugh. Yeah. What is a Twitch?
I haven't streamed on Twitch for 3.5 years.
I haven't streamed on there since 2017, I think.
I streamed on it once 4 years ago.
What'd you play?
I just talked. I just did it.
Oh, okay.
I sat.
You've also got Kick.
Well, I sat in a bathtub with my underwear on, but I just talked about pop culture and stuff.
Normal.
Yeah.
You were thoughting.
Yeah.
We've all thought it.
We've all done it once or twice, right? John Doe for $5. James Gunn did an hour-long Inside of You interview that released today. Said getting fired from Disney turned out to be the best day of his life. Whoa. Okay, I'll watch that.
Who said that? Sorry,
James Gunn.
Dang.
Well, yeah. Like he's the CEO.
It did.
CEO,
yeah, he's the CEO. It better do good.
I mean, he's fine whether or not he does good, right? Like he's gonna get shit tons of money and stuff.
Yeah. But if he goes out there and fucks it up, his reputation will be done.
Yeah.
And there's a high. It's very likely that the DC reboot will not do well.
The Authority's your second film.
I mean, you actually have to create great content for it to rise up. Like superheroes are already in some trouble.
Yes.
And like non-recognizable names like the Authorities, like good luck. You got to make it real fucking good. Word of mouth is the main thing that'll help you survive.
You can't just make a lukewarm Superman movie. It's got to be a banger. It's got to be $1 billion fucking movie, critically acclaimed, fan acclaimed, and if it doesn't, it's DOA.
And just look at the backlash to Pride Month this year. It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of corporations dropping the flag all over the place now. There's others. There's some that's going to start. There's going to drop it from today onwards and stuff. More. And then your second movie is going to be our leads are a gay Batman and a gay Superman. Standing.
All that is, by the way, is just
for
the
it.
corporations are like, are we not making much money from this anymore? Okay, drop it off then. Like they never cared.
No, but have you seen how much money Anheuser-Busch and Target have now lost? Target is closing in on 15 billion in losses now.
Fucking
Since children's tuck clothes. They are shit scared. And then you got Capcom, who have just started accepting ESG loans. So Capcom are going to get fucked. That's going to be a bunch of shit. So RIP Resident Evil. Not that they announced anything, by the way, at their presentation of any worth whatsoever. No Dino Crisis stuff. No Resident Evil stuff. But we're getting ESG loans now.
For now.
We're gonna go and we're gonna be more representative and diverse. Fuck off, Capcom.
Yeah. Alpius for $5 says, glad to see you are a fellow Yoshi P fan. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for the last month and a half for the first time in prep and wait for FF16. I don't know what GOTY means.
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year. Okay.
Yeah,
I
after
just
I did my...
said you're gamer brained, and now you're making me look bad.
He was testing us. He was testing
Oh,
us.
okay.
He was testing us, Gary.
Totally.
Morley. Yeah, I did my Final Fantasy stream yesterday for the demo, and then Square Enix emailed me afterwards, and they said, "Hey, we saw your stream. Would like to give you a day's early access to the game.
Hey, cool.
And you can stream it from 3 p.m. UK time onwards."
This is why I don't like ads anymore. Access Media.
Access Media.
Yeah, chill.
Nick
It
S.
all started with the sign.
Nick S for $4.99.
Something.
MauLer, which is better, Dark Sky? MauLer, which is better, Dark Skies or Extraterrestrial? By
Dark
the
Skies, not even close.
Okay.
Extraterrestrial's a clown movie.
Yeah. Alex Chopin for $4.99. Greetings from Eastern Europe. That's Bulgarian pesos, I'm gonna guess. Belgian, I don't know. JMD Reed for $5. The Faculty is the movie referenced in Cabin in the Woods about the one time the American department failed, all the teens survived. Whoops, I meant to go like that.
Is it? I didn't realize that was the reference, but yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah.
The Faculty is also, it's like I was about to say it's a Flashpoint movie. It's like it references a shit ton of movies, including Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And then it also went on to be like, I don't think it was that successful, but a lot of people know about it. It's kind of cult classic-y, cult status to a degree, not nowhere near like, actual cult classics, but it's funny how many people know about it and are like, yeah, I liked it. Robert Rodriguez directed it.
Yep.
I love the mariachi and
Yeah.
Desperado and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Scott Dawn was good.
Scott Kerr for $5.50 Canadian. Gary, did you see the trailer for the Venture Brothers? Thoughts? Will you be doing a live watch party? In the words of the Monarch, who the fuck is Gary? Yes. Yes and yes. That is my answer. Yes, yes, and yes. It comes out in July.
Gareth-y.
I've been waiting.
Garethy?
Gareth.
I forgot about that one.
It comes out in July, and I can't fucking wait. And the trailer is magnificent. It's so Venture Brothers because it makes no fucking sense, and it's not supposed to, and it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Rob the Builder for $5. All hail. Watch Guardians 3 last night. Only saw this and No Way Home since Endgame. Really good spot on to the end. Don't need to watch any more MCU. Yeah, you're better off. You're better off. Don't
Yeah,
watch.
those would be the two to see, like if in all of the MCU so far.
Yep.
I mean, Phase 4 plus.
Dylan Lindsay for $10 says, hail. As on FNT, you were asking Gary if he remembered why people criticized The Last Crusade. He answered, but you never got to answer yourself. Well, that's a fucking first.
Do you talking over me?
Son of a bitch. Do you remember what you were going to say?
Yes. I remember the criticism that Sean Connery was only 11 years older than Harrison Ford.
Whatever.
That was an actual criticism that they had.
Yeah.
They nailed the roles. Who cares if he is 11 years or whatever? Yeah.
I know. Trust me. I mean, I think.
And Harrison Ford
one of the greatest movies of all
looked
time.
younger. I mean, we were very surprised to find out. I was surprised as a kid to find out that in, I think it was Return of the Jedi or Temple of Doom, they said he was 40. And I was like, fuck, he's old. My God, he's old. Holy God, he's old. And then I passed 40. I was like, 12, 13.
40's not old. 40's so young.
I know. It just seemed old back then. I just thought he was younger, but he got a late start because he was just a carpenter. He was just a fucking carpenter, and he'd read lines for Francis Ford Coppola and George Lucas.
Yeah, because he wasn't even cast as Indiana Jones, was he, initially?
No, Tom Selleck.
Yeah, and then
scheduling conflicts. Yeah.
George Lucas was like, well, I've got Harrison, and they're just like, yeah, but we've had him from Star Wars, and it's like,
let's do it anyway.
He's
good though.
Good decision.
Good, though,
Good decision. Mark of Reality for $2. Ripa made another $1 million in under 24 hours. Yeah, it's got to be at $1 million by now. Rob,
do we know?
Rob the Builder for $2. MauLer, quick question: who killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
The Ice Age. Ann Serkin for $5.50 Canadian. Grew up on original Star Trek and Twilight Zone. You can make morals entertaining. Yes. I think MauLer would be astounded, like how good the Twilight Zone is. I mean, I'm sure you've heard it, but if you go back and you watch, you're like, oh, it's old. It's going to be dated. But the way it's shot, the way it's directed, the way it's acted, and the way it's written was so fucking groundbreaking that it holds up today. It's timeless shit.
I mean, I can just watch the new series that came out.
No. One of my favorite episodes is Nervous Man in a $4 Room. So it's about a guy. It's in a room, and a guy basically fighting for existence with his reflection. And they introduce it. Now, it's a nervous man in a $4 room. And fucking Rod, they have a shot down on the room from the ceiling, and Rod Serling walks out on the wall and does his introduction. It was so cool. I was like, fuck, that's cool. Nervous man in a $4 room. The Smeegs for $10. Now, Az and MauLer, how about Gotham Knights? I think we all saw this coming. Enjoy the laughs, lads. MauLer, any chance for Willy's Wonderland for EFAP movies? It's Nick Cage in a campy FNAF movie. Did you see the trailer for Sympathy for the Devil?
No.
It's Nick Cage and Joel Kinnaman.
Okay.
Joel Kinnaman's like he's driving. I don't know if he's an Uber driver or he's just driving to go see his wife deliver a baby. And Nick Cage gets in the car, pulls a gun on him, and it just, watch. I think it's Sympathy for the Devil. I think is it Sympathy? Something with the devil. And I watched the trailer yesterday, and it looks pretty cool. It looks looks very Nick Cage. And I was like, I'm in.
To answer the question, we actually recently decided once that Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out, we'll probably do a back-to-back of Willy's Wonderland and that, just to compare, the Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff with Nicolas Cage versus the legit official one. I'm sure both of them are incredible. Well, one of them will be.
Yeah, it's called Sympathy for the Devil. Yuval Adler is the director. Nick Cage, Joel Kinnaman. Watched the trailer. I kind of liked it. I think it premiered like 6 days ago or something like that. It just came across. I saw Nick Cage and Joel Kinnaman. I'm like, oh, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Dick Masterson taking shots at Ripa? He got a fifth grade teacher to read it. Everest for $4.99. I think that kind of was dealt with on Flashcast very well. And how it was dealt was, I think Dick Masterson and then later Vito kind of did themselves in. The term giving them enough rope to hang them themselves. I think that really is applicable here. As I said on Twitter yesterday, guys, it's okay to be a dick, but don't be a bitch. Rex Uranus for 420. Hi, Gary, as X-Ray Girl and MauLer. Great to see Eric July kicking ass with ISOM 2 and Hollywood getting their asses handed to them. Hail the real BBC. Hail chat. P.S. I heard you might be pregnant, X-Ray Girl. If so, congrats. What?
I've never heard this.
Is Mark out there dropping like?
Hey, I'm just saying things can happen, but I didn't know I was pregnant, so
Yeah, you would probably be the first to know. That would be my guess.
I hope so. I really do.
That would be my guess.
I'm no biologist.
Yeah.
No.
Is X-Ray Girl even a woman? Don't know.
I don't know what these days standards.
Eddie Brock 9043 for 249. Dan Slott's writing Superior Spider-Man again. The first one sucked ass, and the second one will be worse. Spider-Man has been pretty much Back in Black, I would say, is like the last really good Spider-Man story. And then it goes to One More Day, and it all goes to shit after that. So there you go. Thanks, Disney. La Jamon for $10. As, did you see the CW picked up The Chosen, a crowd-funded series about Jesus' disciples to replace their superheroes?
What?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, at least
I
people.
don't even know what to say.
I'll tell you. At
What
least
do you say to that, though?
you say that at least people will watch now. You know.
I'm sure it'll be terrible though.
Hey, if Hollywood are looking for original black characters, why aren't they knocking on Eric's door?
Because you have to have the right politics that has actually zero to do with identity. Because there are trans people who are based, there are lesbians who are based, there's gay people who are based, and nobody's knocking on their doors either. Because it has nothing to fucking do with it, or not even like we're not talking about Republican. We're talking anti-authoritative, and yeah, they're not knocking on their doors because they don't have the right politics. That's the only thing that fucking counts. What are you laughing at?
We were joking around in chat. Kara's like, sorry, what happens? Because I was like, what happens in Dallas comes back in 9 months to Kara. She's like, I'm sorry, I did it to X-Ray Girl. And Kara goes, what happened in Dallas stays in X-Ray.
Wow.
Wow.
To be fair, we did share a bed. So
I'm listening.
Oh, chat. The chat is now listening. They are now fully attentive. Yes.
Don't stop. Carry on.
Continue. I can tell you that Carolyn, X-Ray Girl, and Chris Gore can drink. They can party. They know how to go out and have a good time. Now's the old man going, just go to the bar and leave me alone.
Yeah, we were the last at the house, and Gary's just like, I'm going to bed. I don't know.
And Chris is like, why are you going to sleep, man? Let's go close down a bar. And they did.
Take the sober guy to right. Okay.
Yeah. Full baby 8.
Well, Frank Gore really is the drunk persona of Chris Gore.
He is. He is. You had your share too, X-Ray Girl. X-Ray Girl can party. Okay. She's this nice little innocent girl. Can roll with the best of them. Full 847 for 50 Swedish krona. How can one of the most expensive movies have such bad CGI? Reshooting it probably 3 times. That's a low estimate. 3 times. And you can see it. You can absolutely see where they were going in one direction for this movie and said, nah, let's bring in the MauLer, I can't wait until you see the multiverse when he travels into it.
Are we dealing with when is it just a bunch of noise and colors?
Okay, I'm not going to I'm going to describe what it looks like without describing the characters in it. Okay, this is a plot. I mean, it's not a plot point. When Barry figures out he can travel into the multiverse, they kind of try to make it look like the comic books, which some things work in comic books and that do not work in film. So he's in
is it overlapping?
He's in a bubble. He's running backwards, and all the characters and all the possible events of his life are surrounding him like he's in the middle of a stadium. Like so it looks like people are on, like you're in a sports arena basically, and it's circling around him, and it is awful. It is fucking terrible. I'm just like, oh my God, this is CW bad. This is like CW Crisis bad. It is fucking terrible looking. It is.
But you said the audience were having fun with it?
They were.
Hmm.
They were. I think it'll be a moderate success. I think that's the best. I mean, like, what do I know? You know, like it can make $1 billion. What the fuck do I know? It's a bit long, and it's not very good. I think a lot of people will see it on the first weekend. There's a certain thing that happens which might hurt it. There's a few things, namely Ezra Miller, and a possible third Ezra Miller.
Possible
Third Ezra Miller.
More the merrier.
Yay. Elrian for 10 British pounds. Evening, gents, and Exoday Girl Gary. Did you see the recently released trailer for the upcoming Venture Brothers film? Looks like it won't disappoint. I am so excited. I am. July's going to be fucking awesome. We get Mission Impossible. We get Oppenheimer. We get the Venture Brothers. And at the end of this month, I'll be able to review and potentially roast Indiana Jones and Witcher. It's going to be a fucking crazy month. By the way, Jane Theory will be joining me on the live stream. And, you know, I should make you watch it so you join me too.
What?
On The Witcher Season 3.
Why do you hate me?
Well, do you want the top 10 or the whole list?
Where do we begin?
Where do we begin?
Starts at the very beginning.
So Jane Theory is confirmed. There will be others as well joining us. You know, maybe
I didn't know she was Catholic.
Maybe I'll live stream with like all women. That might be kind of fun.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do a Witcher 3 and
yeah, that's great.
The preferred nomenclature is maker of sandwiches.
Yes. It'll be the maker of sandwiches stream. There we go. Bryn Black for $2. Baweep. What the fuck?
Is he doing the universal greetings from Transformers the movie?
Baweep grania. Weep ni ni bong one. Okay. Okay. I was like, you do it. I haven't seen that movie in years.
I need to see it. I need to see.
It's in the chat.
I weep, gadak, weep, ni ni bong.
That could be a song.
It is. They do. They start singing as well.
In
Wheeljack, they say it to Wheelie. Is it Wheelie that says it to Wheeljack in the movie? But it's the universal greeting of the universe.
Yeah.
Can it be part of Dan Bask's song?
He should do a cover of that, but he should wait about 3 years to do it. I think Dan. I just want to say, Dan. I think you should with all of your songs, take your time, man. Take your time. Make sure it's perfect. Make sure it's right. I would say, the Peaches song. 2031 with Avatar 5 would be good. And then, just take your time with your songs, please.
You really think they'll get Avatar 5 out by then? That early?
Fuck no.
No, not a chance.
I thought they were all done. I was told they were like all fucking done. I guess they're not. Okay.
No.
Az is going to read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins and go beast mode on marathons/lifting iron.
Ooh.
All right, and this has got to be the last one because I got to go. I'm doing a square up from a hotel room tomorrow night. In a hotel room because I am going to the Cosmic Summit to see Randall Carlson. So this is third weekend of travel in 3 weeks. I will pass out when I get back and not travel anywhere until Comic-Con. Best name I can think of for $5 celebrating the big 34 today. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Thank you guys for the laughs. I'm officially 3 years sober. Oh, that's fucking rad. Well, which you have all helped with You are the best. No, you did it. You did it. Surrounding yourself with a fellowship, the Fellowship of Recovery, of course. And yeah, congrats. 3 years is awesome. On the mend. On the mend. MauLer and Az, y'all watch the honest game trailer of y'all's favorite game, Gollum. It's by Big Killa for $5.
I haven't seen an honest game trailer in about 5 years now.
Yeah, I haven't watched this stuff in a long time.
Right.
I'm sure they had plenty to work with.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay, I gotta go do a Flash review before I leave. So I gotta get going. But Az, what do you have coming up? No rush.
Well,
You son of a bitch.
stuff.
It's a complicated question.
You're working on a video.
Yeah, it's a complex question that really can't be simply answered in just a few lines. Tomorrow, I should have at some point, probably later in the evening, my Flash review out. Because I'm gonna see it. There will be a video out in a few hours from now. My Gotham Knights, the death of the CW video, that will be coming out today, or maybe even after midnight. Who knows? Thursday, fully articulated on Robert Mark Burnett's channel, 6 p.m. UK time. Friday night tights with guest
Literature Devil.
Literature Devil.
Yeah.
Literature Devil.
There you go.
And hey MauLer, you want to come on Friday for talk about Flash? You going to see Flash before then?
I am, I think. So I mean, well,
I'd love to put you on the spot. That's I really because we're gonna be down some people. So
can I say that I will put it in the likely pile? Like
that's perfect.
79.6% likelihood.
That's fucking great. And if you can't, that's cool. That's cool. Sorry.
That
Mark
sounds
Rodriguez
good.
says in the
MauLer.
chat, I am currently in the Final Fantasy 16 waiting room. It's like Game of Thrones.
What's Game of Thrones?
Is this show? It started off really well, and then
it was trending for a little while on Twitter today. Don't know why.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Well, Dino Crisis was trending yesterday on Twitter as well, and it was people go, "Fuck Capcom."
Okay.
But not saying we're going to do a remake of Dino Crisis. No more Dino.
All right. MauLer, I know you're working on a video.
Yeah, I will be still for a long time. Don't worry, I'll give you updates when things are closer. But yeah, we'll probably do an episode on The Flash on Saturday.
On EFAP. That's good.
And then Rags is on a holiday for, I think, 2 EFAPs in a row. So we're going to have to try and figure out what we're doing for that. Possibly pre-record. Possibly. We're still a week ahead of our anniversary, which is now coming up in like 9 weeks. So.
Oh my God.
Another one?
Yeah, again, it's insane.
How many years have you been around now?
Oh, like 5. They just can't kill me. But yeah, you know, it's plenty of things and fun, like the Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny and The Flash. Those 2 films I'm very much interested in discussing once I've partaken. From what I've heard from Gary, The Flash sounds great. So, looking forward.
I might be unpopular opinion on that one.
Got some zoomies ahead of me.
I might be. There you go. So yeah, we'll see on EFAP for sure on your channel and maybe on FNT. We'll see. Depends. We're down 2 people that I know of. All right.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got a Flash video coming out. Then I'm off to see Randall. We're going to do 2 Forbidden Frontier episodes that weekend at night.
Dude, I need to be on there because I got a ghost story.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll tell you my ghost story quickly. Tell me if it's good enough to go on the show.
Okay.
My beard brush has vanished from my desk.
It's your cat.
But the cat could have been possessed.
Okay.
I have not seen Belle with my beard brush.
All right. So has anything else weird happened? Action figures knocked off the shelves?
No, just my beard brush went missing.
I'm not sure if that
makes... on my desk. It was right there. I just keep it there and then I use it and then I just put it back there and it's gone.
You've just, the poltergeist has just started. You know, call me when you hear things like "get out" in the closet.
Oh, that's usually me when I'm sat in a fucking cinema.
I was gonna say I get that all the time. So how's that? How's that a ghost thing? People whispering "get out" in your ear all the time. That's normal, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my god, what we're watching, the new Marvel film. Get out.
Yeah.
What's the newest statue you've gotten?
The latest statue I got was J. Scott Campbell's Red Riding Hood.
Definitely, that's who stole it.
You think?
Yeah,
show you a
it's
picture.
just
Don't rule it out.
your room is going Toy Story at night, just like mine is. So.
And there's a mini Az too running around. It probably actually was mini Az.
Come on, there you go. This is the statue I just bought.
Wow.
Here. There's a good one. There's Scott
Dang.
Campbell with collection.
That's an outfit.
Look at my Leon as well. Just MauLer. What's that do to you?
All right, we gotta go.
It's pretty cool, man.
Gotta go. Thank you, X-Ray Girl. What you got coming up?
I got to stream at some point, so just watch out for that. And do
right.
laundry and make sandwiches. So
Good girl.
probably sandwiches and then laundry. Mark's gonna be home soon. Okay.
Food first. Food first.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, we'll see you next week on Az's channel. Same bat time, same Az channel. And thank you for watching The Real BBC. Ciao.
Yeah. Bye.
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 Done.